Essena na Kufuado ene Dr. Bawumia ban no bebo asansabra. Essena na Kufuado ni Dr. Bawumia ban ne baaye no. Oma mu bia hwe. Na omo kɔ no omo jafie basa. Ba we sorry a. Ena mikope police will be police recruitment. Yajini 25,000, yajini 15,000, yajini saying. We ko pejuma waha wenya, we ko himfa wenya. Abanya na munyina so na mo se muka hu. Abanya na munyina muka hu. Edise na na Kufuado aban. Se obo asansa bra dia, enya mo mpanifo ya mo so bo asansa bra wo. Se na Kufuado ene Dr. Bawumia ban no. So man hwe party ni bia dia enya mo sam panifo na mo so mo se wo aban ma mo kasa no etu sa mo so man hwe wo bia wo party no man hwe full soldiers bia na all of a sudden ena mo se mo pe flag bearer position nti no mo use na Kufuado Dr. Bawumia ban no as cannon fodder. Mo use abaya na mo ye part no as cannon fodder. Eye unconscionable. Enye papa emfatese mo yesa. All of a sudden, mona mo can the ills of the previous government, the so-called ills. The so-called ills, the omission and commission of the previous government. Government and mo members, mo part, integral part. Ya mo adodode say cham, ya make cham nyina enam na Kufuado aban inti ya 8 years na mo ka ho with the exception of engineer Kobeje Japan no ntema mo nyina mo ho ya akono ya mo gidi se mo fata na mo sese mo bedi party nanim. Trust me, enye se na Kufuado be ye president e mo bi mo nya akwan e be serve and then na Kufuado aban a e ka mo ntimi can you never dream, you will never have dreamt. So na Kufuado aban na mum be serve for 8 years you will never have dreamt say obetimi aka me kon do say be flag bearer party no, never. Take it or leave. That is the truth. That's the stark truth. You be can kire mu etimu so painted picture, bad picture of na Kufuado aban emfata hwe mo ye sana na me imagine how na Kufuado efili in his retirement as former president. Say 8 years. Wama mumu bi anya do 8 years. And then you are the same people out there demonizing his government. Now compare police recruitment. Now will be kwaju 20,000 and na Kufuado. Obi kwaju 15,000 and Dr. Bawumia. Obi kwaju obi 15,000. Ya no, does it qualify you? Does it make you qualify as flag bearer? Say, what I'm expecting is say, mu contesting. Ya fadin bako. Doctor say you do chum. Call round. Was a member be a deputy minister for education for 4 years. MPP for regional chairman, secretary, police station executives. Why? Party for na mu jom mo vote no. Member emu 500 ajuma monka na mebe ye minister for education for 4 years. Yeah, Mississippi is across the country no. Emu be 500 schools a missy ye, emu 200. Medema national chairman baako, mema regional secretary baako, police station executives amu wo atwoma kwangoma, mo amu wo ensawam, mo amu wo adbagiri, mema we mienu, mema tell us catch ye say, wo mu amanemu gya omanimu. Omo enemu gya omanimu amu pedi eyi, omu vote all of a sudden, na Kufuado aban na ese no virtually useless government no. Tell them what we gave them when you were in power. Tell them. You should be able to tell them. Eka Dr. say you do to no waka and the same schools are kesi so change universities bi krampo no. Ministry schools no Medema constituency chairman we mention one person's name. Some Medema constituency chairman. Medema police station executive way. Medema coordinator way in the sea. And when you also then the MMA the constituency for mention their names. Let us see. Mention them. Nak we. Nak onom ke Japan so sorry. Mekwaya board chairman. Ewa Ghana Gas 4 years. Police station for me fa omunie. Huh? Regional chairman me man contract wo honu enie. Regional chairman ba me fa na dwumam enie omunie na ka wo so akeka. Wo wi na ka aka chem mama Stella so say me yire so ekoye board chairperson, Shippers Authority and as Shippers Council. One so akoye board chairperson no MPP for a omu free agro MPP for omuwo Etiwa East and West, omuwo Obuasi East. MPP for mo Samra boy, ya me yire no ye board chairperson. E was Shippers Authority, ono so de man, adwuma ode ma omunye. Na contract e wo ho no, na ye 20. Omu chair no, ye mu 50 ye de ma MPP for chairman we die nie, council secretary die nie. Do wo atuma nwa bi eja. Police station you know, ono so nya we. Monke kan no. Na kwa wie. Then na Dr. Bɛkyerɛ Champon so sorry. Me Dr. Bɛkyerɛ Champon, me so ba ye na me national security bibi. Enkofa me fa wo mu e wo national security adwuma mu no. Ba ko nie, ba ko ha, ba ko wa ha, ba ko wa ha, ba ko constituency we papa sa former constituency chairman ne ba we me na ma ye fa no national security. Na ki abo esem hia. Owi o ti mi free ho no ma anwie o. Na ku for the session man ni monya mamba be ye a Greek minister. Me ba ye na Dr. Asare-Bediako at the platform for food and jobs part 1 about we wie. Me so the platform for food and jobs at 2 e by second phase me na me de ba ye. Na ya no. MPP for akuafo ya me ma omu anwuma, me ma omu bode, me mo omu koko, mo mo banche, me mo omu eni omu so nie. Yankwa ha se duma yakwa bono yakwa hafo yakwa hene yakwa wisa ni yakwa hwe yakwa bogu yesa ha penifo we mo me under my stewardship as Minister of Agriculture e Ghana and na Akufo Addo aban me na me ma sam penifo nyina omu kuaye no ekoso na we police station agent we na ka wabobọ wo be wie no. I can apply for food and jobs, no. Send it 10,000 a benefit here. And so we know 7,000 MPP. And you should have their names. Mention the names and let us see. Mention the names. Momubodino. Just give us a list. Oko constituency bias. Sa constituency am constituency am bigina he say pay. Munyina mu yafuo. Me buy a Greek minister. Planning for food and jobs. Incentives na wo mu no. Enie. Say na me de ma constituency we mu for. Enie. Mention them. Then, engineer Bɛkyerɛ Japan de one ka ho. We nya bi. Na ba Dr. Bamia. Dr. Bamia de say ne nsa. Obeka. Say no ono so betima ma obi adwuma dare a. E so no so ka. Say me boa ma we me boa ma we so ye bi. Ono so beka. All of a sudden, we demonize aban no na moye part no. Enye fe emfata emwa send monyam. Na Akufo Addo mu gu nanim ase if you don't know. Rather than Akufo Addo na mu gu nanim ase say wonder obobo asansa bra. Obna ban ne de hwe me no ka say President Mahama NDC for ewo United Nations General Assembly ewo New York. Pictures any videos ba bonting MPP for bebre ategu social media. This is how I was say aban ehwe ne nkofo say na esa aban bia ehwe ne nkofo wo aban mu a United Nations General Assembly na full soldiers na ekoi say mo susu na mo gu na Akufo Addo di mase dodo. Eso amabo papa bia o me ametiwe I think somewhere 2018 yeah 2018 yeah, I think. No one man then Minister for Gender and Children Affairs. Madam Otiku efisa jaba ofre me no so God in 90 na me so nyame adome ho ye o seja your opposition ye ne mo na abre wo man fam boiling point ye ba se ni sei na enche bia meko UN ye koye children program bi ho no mo enti no ya aboabo ho na o kwa me no le beko me I'm talking about Otiku efisa jaba that time me timi nka so wo se dai madamfo ene nti o favor me but ka che me say ye one position no ne ye ka ho ne bre ye nti wo ko UN na wone me ne beko na sa agro UN so da obi so kwa yakopam na wo airport kafra na wa frɛ me be 2-3 weeks later and obi frɛ me fi ni ministry no say me fa passport mra me den passport ko me ko fill forms ye ko embassy ya ma me visa ya ma me 5 years and okuje to say was it the big win ben mako jega yi Nigeria for ni Benin for and Gambia for be go an money je say ya restart now is a big win me say me call ye me who MPP for bebre me be say your opportunity ne president Nana Akufo-Addo eko UN General Assembly me ko bi New York na nyumre ko ye program bi na me hu say yes MPP for bo bebre MPP for from all over the country all of a sudden mo hu say president Mahama ko na enkonfo bi so akobia mo start din na Akufo-Addo atam and I tried them nebreso wamia nkobi aden enyo menamo ka say enipa bi omunya scholarship and the MPP and the enenam social media can say mfonfa na Akufo-Addo aban ho say omo anya hwe no awa beda ka say anya hwe do ye board chairman do ye minister kwa say anya hwe a na do won nya scholarship ka say anya bibi me da mesremo. Stop using Nana Akufo-Addo's government as cannon fodder in order to project yourself as potential flag bearer. Sell your vision. Let me be out to all right. Once again, program did Bɛkyerɛ. I had a movement television, Wuntumi radio 95.9. If I'm going to Asare-Bediako company for no atenase. It's here the corner a best as we see na chese ya hwede ba kusie mpa chomo fa nche ni hia hitna e ba ye no bo so me fra ho abrantiem papa hadwin hadwin but ubedi de me na ba chomo achi na ti say
me adu me hu ye bra na so say
na wo yi de pa tem ja me de na enwanwa utri no hin wonhwe
o hwe bi de no
o hwe uwe ana wo mbeza wo da two scales so ye dan na wo de chiche na wo de timisa me ho saa
o say nyame
nyame ho nyame akwan nyame akwan be ka sa de Peter akwaba etisen
boko mi ya
wo ho ye
ahoden ho
and SY lead ka me wa
no me
ejo do ti fan ko isinsu ni wo de ko isinsu akwa ye de afa ko isinsu
na wa mancha wanche ti fo kra ni ahwefo mpo
aw de cheche omo
na wani abre gidigidi na MPP na brofa kesi ya ututu
brofo ben Debut
Montessori for the Mohadi.
No, I did one ma and you the change we are back. Shall we?
You see, Godon. How?
Oh, what was all Kabi?
Debbie, make up.
And my million birthday be for
Debbie Tobo. Okay, tea. Share. MPP on. A soon to more.
A soon fin.
Debbie Tobo. At every point in time, the new patriotic party, no. The soon etai. A leader be Obiachi.
Oh, okay, that one is true.
At every point in time.
You go back and Radambuchi.
All those who are contesting, and no much for no, they are no money come on. They know. And no matter how money how, but a be also sa party. Apart from say soon, now every point in time, be omuyi can defer soon neti. We are down to me money and bringing it down. A party so a contest. And not,
of course,
Adubai. You're contesting. Get pa. Yenuna. Jakufo. It was contested.
I'm not talking about the contest.
You see, maybe
how to go for the contest.
But even the contest now, Mr. Councilman, 98.
Sunyani. Me baba me nyi ni fro no nkomo ne sa wo de beko me ba cho me fa me pictures two no to so ma me wine na na makonta bi edi ni birthday na ja minya nya sa waji ni nua ba free me nua ne nsem tipa cho fa to so ma me wine na me hwe sisa me ntwantum asa na mama na nasa foji ayi akwaba kama na de enkomo no ahyeso aha nti me nua penya wo ye fe no na wusu acha brempon one ye Asanteman UK hene e wo Manchester and Asanteman UK hene e wo Manchester wono na wo ye hene e wo holum ye fe no na wusu acha brempon atasma so de hye pa wono no nti wono ene na wudi ni birthday na ninu ya charity kusia frane Bismarck-Ajiman dua Bismarck-Ajiman dua George Amponsa eni Juliet wusu prempe omunyina se Braju dodo na asane de yefrew asana okudi hini wa brochire no na yefrew Braju nti ene Braju happy birthday obusafo nyina ase meka cho so modo no say all that we are saying is that may the good Lord bless you abundantly nti UK for Manchester for Greater Manchester ya more no na wusu e champion aha ene ne wudi ni birthday na me say na wo Manchester like last me ba ka me hwe ebe sume kakra enti happy birthday to you once again pacho medasi afi ubetimi ayi efriso ubetimi ayi efriso na ye enkomo no ayi seso enti ne me guest no ayi na nasafo je ayi we member of parliament bosome frɛ ho e Asante region wasan ye deputy ranking no deputy ranking wo foreign affairs wo parliament enti no wo hase no mo ye ka emante o mabua MPP youth department ne powerful years you have no idea what he has done for the party megide say ebia kabo mo ene kabo ne Samia Ukumo yombeye national organization no wo de bitima attest to ne ma na nasa for jaye ayama party no
so parliament o mo de MPP Frankana asi o muti.
Oh yes oh of course onye push over tell me who brand here na near dia wa ben dia na schools wako schools wako ya secretary o
enye me wan say me madam for pa minister on person obe
hwe na ewo hunu nim yo and na de beka mo wasu na de beka mo wasu na abusa for pacho de pe bebre asede say me audio dia almost say eye na Naboachi Henry ne voice mbacho wa wuni na Naboachi bia wudi ti audio ni enye wono a me omode bra me amiti e kam say no enye wono a ahomachi be tuni pe be ascend very worried mbacho enye na Naboachi e voice no nyame ncha de wono akwa so asa issue yi say enye wono a enti sanity voice na motra bontin mbacho enye na Naboachi ora bon mbacho ho tire bi once again na chia busafo na ye hwe Bravo.
Sinya, meda wase popo na mechiao na mabo abaso so ni adwumaso a oye aboa party no. Mechia me mpanifo so. Sinya mechiao adarama.
Audu. Ochiawo.
Mechia ne pa on the parliament meni na
na so no de ba do la ka so ye MPO.
Parliament manena na mo
aha.
You see ade baako na mepese meka
ya
mepese meka ne se senia na kwan a ye fa so hyehyɛ amanyoku na ɛwɔ Ghana ha no sɛbe ɛkyerɛ amanyoku ni suban ne ne yabie sɛ wohwɛ amanyoku ni din na do ani to a wobɛhu sɛ NDC no sɛbe ɛyɛ Rollins ena nipakuma bi bua no because na ohyehyɛ party no enti no na wo beka party no ho na wanya oniama yie kura na Rollins mebo trying to depict the orientation of the formation of the party.
Okay.
Enti no yamfa nhye wo mu ade a yede hye wo mu ne se eye obi and follow order. Enti you find followers of NDC no say omo no de eja
one logo line.
Straight line whip. Now it is difficult for somebody then to speak against Rollins or his
or the
party's decision. It's difficult. One yepe, I said soldier buying no soldier rule no. That is how their party was formed, and gradually a transcendental babidune. Yes, your party no. Sabi wadaroma. These are big intellectual and you nipa back on the transform party no. And nipa hodo lots of people from various angles with various backgrounds and various orientations and the buy. Eti no ye no obia wo nadwene. Obia wo ye, obia nimna, obia wo ni bibi. So your party no senya ye form no. And also, and actually, look, the NDC, look at how all these years, or my own primaries for flag bearership. She said, era Tamils. She said, Tamils. Yes. Even running mates, she said, running mate. At the point they have to go and hide and do it and give them Rollins a different time.
Come conference center.
Yes.
Come conference.
There have never been a serious competition in NDC. Baby a competition, but Banubo say a foregone conclusion. Even Fonka games, the only key competition the structures of the party are already aligned. Yes, we are dear. And said that yes, I said you free 3 team eba friend is eba for me a party no obano or the nehu a cranehu a one nadjene and or diaba. You free voter eba be kind of obano or the nehu cranehu and nadjene. You free north don't no bano okra wo ho o ma dwene no mo de ba you free bono your friend say buzia mo ba no o mu kra wo ho o mu kra wo mo dwene no mo de aba you free sentiment mu ba victor obi akuta na dwene e no de aba betena table no so like minds for na aba betena table no e na wo mo di komo e hye party so obviously obia on your orientation but there is an underpinning factor yes we must find a way whatever means near the Osrono, Aqua Bemu, no Sono, about deliver the good ideas I war, Amagana for. That is why, wash a Ghana year, I didn't papa beer at the papa beer, Abagana, Habia, a MPP.
Yeah.
At the papa beer, Abagana, Hanum, beer, a MPP. So, media, when you understand the background of the party like this and the orientation of the center right party, the competition is senior NDC bet me atena say oh primaries me ma on kotena say oh me ma wako oh me yese no the MPP is difficult to do that yes we believe it's our orientation say Charlie no this say to aba this is competition so this orientation e wo timu a e ya na niama bebre no enye onwenwa now niama sere ne say de bia meka say say yakoto primaries wie be bia me gina makoma so ade ni amehu politics amesua kakra ne ni ameti ase ene se ye sound the era do omiako a ebe boa ye papa as a political party na no na meka oba agogo meka ye se me minyi bebre de but meka se emre bia era ekufuado one alanchemante eco elections omo ka kire yen se alanchemante de oye for jobs cash for the people job for the people so be kaya
yeah
omo ka kire yen se alanchemante na Ghana for no epe omo ka kire yen se ye de alanchemante ba dia poaman omo ka kire yen se bi ekufuado onene papa anana busia no ya bom dua sebe mampani de mampani de omundi bita eniema atanta de ayaka de ayede je Kufuado
ebe kwaso be titia
opani ewie Kufuado no abedi president 8 years
yes
ewie chire ala na saa abre no mo ka kire ye se Ghana fo ne penwa so ye de ne ba ono de Ghana fo ne beto ama no ala na nkasa call ye no uhu vote a onyaye
say 32,000 saying
uhu vote a onyaye it me share at every point in time saa de no a MPP for ye me de wan fa we amba me de mento aba me de wan fa we amba me de mento me share ni ensusu nsemo a ye ka no ye ensusu nka because see whoever ye be yibia no we are obliged as members of the party say ye koton sa nipa no it is one hwe ukasa mu yi one oniama mu yi now kasa imagine say me parliamentary candidate na say member of parliament makasa tia yewura Brian makasa tia yewura Ken makasa tia yewura Dutum makasa tia yewura Kwabreje Japan kwa koto aba no mu ba ko awini a etu gidi se menya akukuduro aye campaign e wo boso mefe ho
e wonya akukuduro
moral right ni kwa wonya etu su kana wo kan because o kasa wi after January no 2026 no ye wie pe ni obepie bia ono na ye kwakoton na wo wie o kan ya be kan na wie na we wi a na ba de campaign na ba ni say nti na me de makase mesre party for empenifo bebre na yedi nkomo be na minipa bi ka se MPP party ni de akola bia ni ho betimi ase party dis empenifo na mo ala mo se party
ba kwa so kwa so mpene
yes
it has on kwa so mpene empenifo ni se party
bisa nya mo ye ne de
it's our heritage
ye empenifo no na omo ye nyama chale but no cry ba ko pe ye be sre madaruma ye be sre na ye nyina ye nka ye humbum media menya crowd there will be a certain way to sanction a friend saying party no ni enjoy social media internal campaign no ni enfan kofom hwe nanu ya your friend say she dunketia ye so ye thank you to yes so ye thank you to there were people in the NDC who were against it but look at how they managed it Look at how they managed it. And you be on any day.
Oh, David.
And you be on any day. System no other people no. But look at how they manage the system. And they say don't get thank you to because my friend DC is ni regional ministers ni na catch so who nim now ye mistake. They say don't get baho now the resources who mobilize the resources ni ade ma ye be you. Until you say don't get your friend mom so your patch or be out there chief of staff. Chief of staff so now any pre. Ube that friend. Hey. Chief of staff so now any pre. Ube that friend.
Hey.
Yes, one must strict order say who nim oba already so start here no coca crack our is the region I don't know. You know must strict order say original minister. And now say MMDC and now say DC be a who nim now be your mobilization yamano uria pakunya madinachi
anu no
etu oba ka dia frɛ o mo pɛ so jena ebe ya ka un frɛ jibri na un kan jawo mo sɛ o ba nanka o maye order na
ke be sia o mejo tata
nanka na you put so want me frɛ jibri
ko ne nko
dem you be na frɛ jibri what ka we na frɛ jibri ne be ya ne say chale thank you to no cry
ye tie manage ni ma
manage ade ni
ma alaja kwaba me wiara ba ho abe ma wo abe bisa wa de na no to airport no why ba body be Cote d'Ivoire so alaji ba so ma china kwaba te say oh nyame adum ahode o me say wo ba okay say radio nti went menti
radio no
ai
o drive so I want to mention Facebook
o card ya so my ni Android ni wati
okay now say I'm say me BBC
adena beto
me so na me come me connect here me tie you me receive calls
it's the one that me tie
yo
why okay Mati, it's me back to honorable Holmana.
And I saw I'm beside me here.
I saw one team in Tammy Musa. Then I make
a party as a man can move person me make a diana.
Okay, I go back now back. My member angle.
Okay, make halfway. Half.
Okay, Peter, and I will first see. Would you say na mama alaja so
na ye kan say godon ye ni nyoma na ya no pa before ba o ye no ebi na o kan party big na me chen say o honorable candidate na me chen so onya botre na party we ne sunsum na me say oh abribia no sunsum ni taba ko achi na enam saa nti no obehwe a wo de hwe all the aspirant ba ko bi de on the main target in fact enu akura na metie
me kasa nyina
okay me ba enu akura edugita makulu this non aligned in sense me ya kakekan yi Israel ne ya intokwa yi also the presumptive leader of MPP also kasa ni hu ni position so nice mo kura mo
so a presumptive leader
so enti there's no in fact all the aspirants no more teacher no kasa mo nim say ade ne de ba ko dia but omo pre oh yes I mean how alaje how
okay
but let's allow the contest eboa when I'm making say all the past leaders na Kufuado they Kufuor Aduboyan they were contested nanye a formula agro kra omo bre papa na de yemeka no ha they expense on one akunta o ka de Kufuor say o e banche dada because we lose 96 elections he should not be allowed to contest 2000 elections wakunta o now where they say namfo no mtoto mo na say we kra pa we nu kra no so far e jamma mu kese
okay
ba o say jane ba no na wo asin be ya o kase ntokwa de sometimes say ntokwa ba for peace to prevail war must
happen
kakra
if we are afenu be ahu level
yes but we dey mum yenko war no ye wi a obia be hu bia da ama
alaji kasa alaji di umbre
manin chia ahwefo ni MPP for ni Ghana for nyina omo mutie na me contest no said the Peter Kaye no contest is in Nipa 5 in Echo yes Nipa 5 no the last time we call 2023 it was 9 against 1 so say Adiana be 4 against 1 4 no Nipa na omo nyina omo target na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. It's obvious.
And then normal also.
It's normal. It's normal. Now, media can say, oh yeah, campaigner. Normally, you give alternative views. Twice a year. Say, oh ba, say, no obey. And yet, say, oh contest. Wow, you say, oh be attack your opponent. Even though it's an internal contest, and yes, you are fighting to lead a political party that you say you want to lead to win power. Now, person winning power, never be why say okay. Say my Ghana into Ghana. Ghanaians to believe in you. Say oba, say no to me. Attacking your opponent within the same party, and yet that's not the way to go. My main started there is something that I need to clear first. Mathieu and yes, the climax came out about 2 days ago. And party for Bebeutioma, that is a song I almost sing it. Omomoye anti Baumia. Say Dr. Baumia, the early concession or concede, no. And no nema party no lose seats bebre our parliament. And I said that this is the most me person may use word and I use GH1 and rap.
Me that's the problem.
Sebio e kwasi asem.
When are you using Enrano?
That be Enrano.
And was that stronger than this?
It is stronger than this. It was stronger. That's why I don't want to use that word.
Okay.
But Sebio, dear Sadrina man for say Dr. Baumia early concession on Sunday around 9:30 no and 10 thereabout no. And then ma MPP for lose seats be brave. Sebio e kwasi asem. Now, election. We are parliamentary candidate. You re-election on Sunday was the election on Sunday.
David.
So election here on Saturday.
Yes.
And polling. Voting ended at 5. Baby on movie and the police station movie and way work you man. Now more opportunity. Now we are candidate at a constituency. Now say a re-election on Saturday. Up to Sunday 9 a.m. Na say one team and collate will know executives that will constituency and team and collate results to see what you have. To to see the results how to see there whether you have won or lost and you have no business contesting that seat. By that time I declare no anybody who contested on the ticket of MPP should have known say we winner and we lose. And any place this skirmishes by how many and AC those who knew they had won didn't they insist to set Ubwasi East ne other pretema there bang Eduejiri when they collated is on Eduejiri ahafano omu collate omu hu so ma win no even those skirmishes by omu didn't they win the seats omu the omu results by didn't they win how can you say declaration of somebody never win a lose seat? How? Declared concession of a candidate or a presidential or now the early concession never MPP loses seats paper. It means that candidates now the people saying that are even insulting the parliamentary candidates say they had no business contesting the seat because no one needs more here. Because by that time, by 9 a.m. now declaring anybody who contested should have known, as I said, say Wawina na Welusu. So it cannot be the basis, say Obia declared concession cannot be the basis, Nipano, NMA, Nipan Lusu here. So that's the first thing. That's no. Omon Jaika. Because Omon Jaya, ye be no more, ye be yomo. May you so serious. Because it doesn't make sense. Does it make sense to you?
So what you do is say also make a counter argument.
Yeah, watch it in more count there.
And just make counter argument.
Look, it is so
supreme argument. Yeah, but
church but you see sometimes so sickening.
Mama idea
it's so nauseating.
And
I
watch white too. And I bet now
madam will be here also be meko.
That yeah, omuka salobu so mu say by kweseda no pad 9 na seats na constituency they no mun declare. Why? Yeah, but some say they no mun declare.
Men we see me time because the answer be any. Because kasa no me so monjai. So monjai sa kasa no. Because I have heard even big guys in MPPO. Sebio sa kwasi asem we na omo de nam.
Yes, some of the aspirants no cry and some of them will come. Normal.
It cannot be normal in a civilized society. A civilized group like MPP. How can you say it be normal? Is it normal? Who transport so leading party now can say
and to try normal
and to try normal
mama ko na for je hono
me second one say I'm clearing some people and now you be back
I be MPP proper
campaign proper campaign message
you be back
okay
me that's and do buy you
that's the main thing na me dey back
and just be back mama ko bra bo hono mu na ye nkodi enkomo week na news ba bonte say
the internal deportio.
Only internal deportee.
Honorable internal deportee. Or do airport na deportee within the country.
Local deportee. Na ye dey what crash will call you in General Assembly.
So we are want to where the way that name account.
Local deportee.
Local deportee and internal deportee.
Anodin. Papa. What crash fees what could do a year airport. Assembly see. Yeah. Okay. Assembly see
okay. Me that's it. And then now watching my count was more. Okay. So by 1 month near now. Sa UN General Assembly no ho chihye ne ho arrangement started. To be who kra the presidency even issued a statement say si a omo mani padodo na anko ne ade bebre. So parliament me dem in chair ho ye. But me buy omo chair me say there's a certain convention. So bia mpo anko krampo a the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee and the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee there a constant say omomoko ni entia omoye ne sa ne se ne be ma delegation no a certain balance se ne be ma umbehu say all the political actors in the country no are represented enti was say era Samuel Abujinapo ono no ye ranking na echo but era Samuel Abujinapo catch almost say onya ho nti the deputy me asafoje na meko Tino Mujitumu, Emma Clark, ne craft frame like a month ago to confirm, say, ya bomb your money, say, me na me kwana, me aware. I'm sure, yeah, me aware. Me ranking cry or frame me crying chain, I was framing. Tio Sumaye, and Emma ne staff ni be Jamie passport. Timedia, me many a jammy, dear, me, my dear. 18th of this month. And your frame is honorable. Yes, our trip no ebenya baso. Be call on the 20th. Entino boa ho. You clerk to the committee, Madam Gifty. So munim no kasa ni nyem ma me na vetting. Ono no ye
sad
mama kokobi no. Yes. Into your friend na me say no problem. Me already. Me okay. Into any time bia. Into 18th no na nwumre mu boko and you send me ticket. Okay. 19th and your friend me say me pay them I ready.
Okay.
Na me kwan ben so na me fa na me saka. Normally bia me suma me PSA o kwaje bra na say. And I'm sure me ni ho me o Cote d'Ivoire. Enti no ehia o airport na maje.
Okay.
And no problem. In fact, Cote d'Ivoire no am call ye no. So obekaya ensemsem bi sie ewo Solato na Kalba area mo bole area mo ho. Your friend say you say report to UNHCR for no ne ade de buy no say over 48,000 Ghanaians and every sa enclave for no because of Ntokwano. According to one report in nature say ebinumu esaneba down south eye techiman the Tampo Sabunu area mu hono so ebinumu so ko Burkina Faso and 13,000 of the 48,000 call Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
It's here you follow story no, because when it happens like that a purely national security matter.
Yeah.
The only time our foreign affairs who be kakra because they had crossed to another country. But hitherto it is a purely national security issue.
Yeah. And
the national security minister Yera Mutaka is clothed with every detailed and information. Okay. Inti yawana yese ye minister akwa kosra Ghana for na ewo Cote d'Ivoire no. Cote d'Ivoire hono mo a osra wo mo no eno ye press statement to say or issues or ye grant interview. Interview ni mu no o say baby a ogina no camp ho sa ekura na se ne de o mabo na mane se nipa over 5,300 ne wa ha ampa ono so de nani aba behu na obetimi aka asisu dua se 13,000 na aba Cote d'Ivoire no 8,000 call mechi ohu omo se me de me bomba mani ba.
Okay, mate.
Into your casa no yensu ye intercept the intersectorial your friend is saying document no. Na nia document ne kanu ene nia okano ebo ebra.
Okay.
But you see yentimi ntina Ghana ha enka se ebo ebra enye deductions out of the document. E wo se ekọ ne ye de ye ni ekohwe. Because na raise a few alarms. Alarm number 1 they say international organizations now a long standing experience. Refugees name like UNHCR, like World Vision, IOM for no near here no woman asamomo kano enye no krana. So let you see so. In fact, the Savannah regional minister and so can see so omo report no somewhere around 6-8 September yao.
Okay.
Omo reporting around the same time okohono. Savannah regional minister ne say in fact bad year it took us now for all the 48,000 omo beba nemom it will take time.
Yeah. Because
there is no trust. Because nipa ninji ndi say oba bibia entuno.
Yeah.
Until now there were so inconsistencies.
Yeah.
And a minority a did penny say minko na minko she nea ɛkɔ ho nti minority resist kakra ɛna yɛwura Dr. Baumia nso ɛmaa me kakra
okay
sky de maa wɔn no baabi efiri no me kyerɛkyerɛ mu
yeah
baabi efiri no nti yɛkɔdu hɔ in fact we spent almost 4-5 days in Cote d'Ivoire dano a yɛde report no ne adeɛ ne kora to dwa no na yɛwie de dada yɛwɔ yɛ hotel because yɛkɔ yɛhu dede anka wɔn bɛ stop here because in fact the embassy was not even cooperating
about 12 hours
yes because nobody offer me wie adeɛ na report ne ba but the ambassador frame me pa me cho so person be share me
omra Ghana
you me wo airport me come
omra
so ye kodu ho no that was where we got to know say Yeshia the regional minister for Buna
Ivory Coast
yes madam Enki or no sa area mo bia
what the so
o chair say there are about 16 different communities Ghana for na a two free solar to nakaba ne bole area mo ho e baaye no better 16 different communities. Omantana baby fako, which is understandable.
Yes.
Omantana baby back. Baby oha they are about 500. Baby oha they are about 1,005. Baby oha but baby a door so pa a vongoro honwa nipa 5,000 plus a ko honum. O baby wo dagbekura. Ebi wo masinti. Ebi wo Tochemekura, Ebi wo Gbotogbo. All these places they were there. In fact, me and Kasani my team, we visited 2 more in addition to Baby Minister Nikoyen. Yes. Yes. So the leadership of the various areas, no, in fact, the people asked us some very critical, relevant questions. Omo bisa say. Enti say now according to minister ne report all the local stations of Ghana afa say over 8,000 above back mo person mo kire yen say e ka wa ha ne de Cote d'Ivoire ha na e de e na moti ho e ne ye de ye se ye mba ne te ha obi bisa me say enti ye bisa minister ne say da ben e na 8,000 no esan o machi bae why be so na 8,000 esan o machi bae na umbedu Ghana why na je wo mo integrate wo into the society another community ni back so clearly it will tell you say nipa no all kinds of mabano bae. In fact we even believe that it is not even the foreign affairs minister who is supposed to put out such a figure Debbie no senior me no kontokwa what that time me dwane na obi aba be catch us maba so baba be hwehwe me so the people even believe that no you shouldn't even put such a figure outside so we felt that no ade no minister no ye no enye ne kwan enye no kre yes so purely national and the national security operatives no omo information on daily basis and when they take those information on daily basis, they report to the National Security Minister or Coordinator. So, ye nimbe bia, ye minister ninya 8,000 na osi o ma back ye nimbe bi o nye free.
Omo the boss say the king will buy.
Question microphone ni bisa ye no.
O ma bet na hin.
Yes, and who integrated them into the society?
Yes.
Inti saadi we nyina na ye troye as me report. And I'm in the tour bunting on the 19th. Senior 20th me do airport. Na me Clark no and Chamoko Vanderpool. Clark ne die ni me di mfimfini Chamoko Vanderpool die chi.
No what na bojo say na bom ho ban we.
Yes, o die chi na una ye do airport on so no obia nim say ye members of parliament.
Yes.
Into ona bo no my one dedicated counter. Tie delay. Ti mama ni do no de ni passport ni ma ho. And omo hwe mu ana omo clear no omo tag ni bag and away.
Ha na de no.
And na me so me do ho. Ti me so me do ho no na me passport ma ho. Ti me passport ma no hwa de na no delay. Hwa de na obi sam so na bo passport fufro bi mu ho ana. And I'm sure yes me kita mienu diplomatic ba ko na me no ordinary passport ba ko. And oji mienu ni na hwa de ni ma asem o ka che me ni say ya withdraw wo ticket no. Draw me ticket ni say it's enough honorable Vanderpool ni Clark no bia me dem gina na me share me phone so we enti call ni mo a omo ye no ana minister ni pie baako na bo sam kujeto ni pie baako a ye frɛ no nana send clerk no message and the clerk did well. I think that she wants to be safe because she has come under attack. So she wants to be safe. Oh no, say, chairman, messenger, Nana, I send him in here. May forward their ma chairman. Now my forward their ma deputy ranking and so. Now a dancing.
Yes,
the message now a 300 by and say the minister had instructed, say they should take care of only the two of them. Nyame. I'm say well, me dana say onje pediem no na okwa onfa ma minister no say me nyamba enti no onje onje ni sika na me yedi me friend me driver o sign na chi na obefa me na me kofie enti ma say nyina ani o
yes me my understand is that could to black kwa say wagunu ni mase waka ne kwa ma ne kwa be daddy enti do punish wo sa no.
You see, me, I am not surprised. One of the stations to say, I am not surprised because minister, why ye never back with me? No be at me. I just say, on you comfortable
with you.
Yes.
What's the sana?
Me kai oh, I don't mean ka. I don't mean.
Hey.
And I said, oh, sebi. Sami Jenfia Omina Omu ni Sudai. Me China. And Tenukra don't mean there are much more younger people within his party that he is much more comfortable with. Obe Kaise Omoko UN program be echo vote or LGBTQ.
The one to Abanibino.
Okay. So sir, attendance in the LGBTQ are there no. So me mama no man come and want to me say no. The NDC cannot disappoint Ghanaians because mo catch Ghana for say LGBTQ at the end there. Mo be sign ne for na on person or be sign. Some judge made all sort of noise about it.
Yeah.
And the day na munya a golden opportunity say to demonstrate to Ghanaians say mo so sad so na mo abstain. Na minister no na instructed your friend say ambassador ni say on abstain. Me ho press conference. Unipa say adenti na mako kase minister na me say minister nya botre na me chawa de at the committee meeting. Na me say look me my year adwuma African Union 2 years. I was the policy associate for the Secretary General Bemurad of Tunisia. There is no way BC the Matra PRC meeting, Matra Executive Council meeting, Matra FS the General Assembly meeting bienua mentra ho. There is no way an ambassador be taking decision on the instruction and free the minister ultimately. And see that and the ambassador no we ya pe be yi no.
Only some man.
Only sa to me no. And say wo say enye wo na o instruct ambassador ne say on abstaining there. Now President Mahama na instruct say on abstaining.
Ghana na ekoto aba.
Yes.
It here kwa no
ambassador before be kokra no obedi instructions if you
and our foreign minister ko be instruct free president.
Thank you.
And Abama the brief is
so
this is the way to
I
go.
am rightly in line. I insisted. See there, me tia okujeto. See on so. No, come in, don't grab me. Hey, it's me come yes me call. Me yes me kwa na mshia Abuja power bonte. So deputy ukwan na mshio minister ni oye me tia no cross on so blah blah. And na otwe me they me call back. Now I call minister how. In fact, honorable Okovanda Porti ho, a few of the committee members at home. So they are witnesses. They are witnesses to this matter. MP4 Teobi. Hello,
Nanado.
Yes, and your friend is say Abu Bisa and say me deputy so chair also. No, he's not my friend. He's not my friend. Hey, I didn't trying so coming down. So then the other time, Oba Palimaba answer question on the your friend is saying. Togo for Adye.
Okay.
In fact, we had done a press conference earlier. Press conference near can in some bakumi no me and 9 at Togo de Kahubi. One of the issues, your friend is say embassy or tumuno.
And you say
no, Sadia no wayen or the Nimguasia and Abregana. Wa Bogana for Kasaoba Kaya. There was a time on social media nkrofo ye videos eche say wo mo eba be ye wo mo abusuafo yie
esno munya kwan
ma ntimi mba obi say oba be ye wedding ama ni wedding ayeta wontimi mba obi say wa ticket ticket ni cancel aye ntimi refund ni biom because we nya the passport until we insisted that wo mo compensate safo ni nyina. That was one of our issues. Yes, also can you say Sahara Republic any Morocco ade no okoba okoha no egu ye nim as yonjai because you cannot intokwa and I say kromienu eko about a portion of the land. Ghana ye mampeni Ekufuado oba be kono ono ne say oje ye friend say Morocco for atum it is Sahara for embassy e wa hakra no instruct say wo muntum no nji wo mun on recognize wo ena wo uko Algeria for ho ena uko promise Algeria for say mo de mo be hwe masasa ase ho asem no yakama wo
okay
o free Algeria ho no nkankenye ye problem say MPP for ya Morocco ena also so be ko Algeria problem o free Algeria ena also ba Morocco now some be catch them say wo munso wo be boa wo no munso asase no maji
foreign minister
me say ade na wo ye no enye ne kwanso no yen ko ha ma yen kan krofo ti o ma mienu ti emom
sa
ene raise go ade yin so ene kan chip embedded pepimene look enra me wo committee back ne wa Lisa your friend is say state interest committee passport for ebehia clearly me catch obia NDC ni bia say omumra me kan kire yen say chip embedded passport no they move the finger nobody could come till now bia wo hu bia yen in fact we imported or we ordered for 250,000 passport booklets chip embedded now mulanchi and team before obe order for booklets no it takes 6 months for the booklet to get to Ghana. Yes,
as about printing.
When you order, the supplier takes 6 months to bring the books to Ghana.
Wow.
Yes. And the over 3 months now, launch chip embedded. No your books no way.
Say, but fast track even.
Oh, fast track time on no position nana. So be what chip embedded no. Ne ya to. So me kaya printing become my chief of staff. You printing become my Ekufuado ni adi. Ekufuado passport chip embedded.
Publications no. Yeah.
So everything was us. And I made it Togo adi account. Togo adi account made account. I gave suggestions. I gave protocols. Me kai honorable upon Kruma frames. Me who Togo adi no why no. I think it's a good thing. Can you do a podcast on it?
Okay.
Na nipani who the point you are raising on Togo. Minister Iba Parliament eba be answer question on this Togo matter. Or say, ade na minim se me busa ni Togo asem no na me koye press conference answer na me ba be bisa the question.
Oku de tab black. Oh. Hey, anyone who wo dwudi wo.
See another videos no e ho. Ade na me koye your friend minim se me bisa the question. Na me koye press conference answer na me ba be bisa the question.
Oku de tab black. All knowing democratic
so me I knew
free thinker.
I knew the minister was not comfortable with me. But my point is that me power chow the edikai. You are not doing me a favor. No, who you were Juma as minister? Me Juma, you are not doing me a favor. Say parliamentarians you took on ya report Emma speaker. So me kono me ba be ye me report.
It is a one ko ye.
Answer me to me be.
There will be yes one ko. I saw your report say one ko.
Officially next week. I would write to the speaker and copy the majority leader and copy the minority leader on this same matter.
Yes.
Yes. That is the position.
Yeah.
Next week
I agree with
doing that. Next week the EBSA so that officially the matter would get to them.
Of course.
Who said this is what happened. In fact, Speaker, when Pina Okwako representing minority, Minister Nam Mananko, the Speaker must know.
I was for Bosmefra, home member of Parliament, Nanasa for JI, and Yanini Dinko more has said no. Winka Wobeka and then my papa about 20 years he's recounting his ordeal. Ordeal under a tyrant foreign affairs minister. When you're tolerant back cramp. but omo message am say be no e god na we dey obi ati ho ko omo say na dey show ni dey ye dey ama come that want me nka
so ono so enti na me be
so want me ka sa asim da ka dey be da lo pe
e agom da ka ho nka meka
Peter o bibi ka fa wana
on say asama na abana me how do sere minister no
I don't want to hear say well badafo
that be
if you should be you be adafo
that be tobo but what I can say is I only sympathize with my brother say you see the embarrassment alone because say to kwa crowd
of course
prepare so means when him say why you need from no man nkwa I don't know one communicated to him I mean even a day or two even earlier no one you not doing free so
me imagine this is nka we no time and I go for time and then kuku to black kwa ye ni say ya and ceremony west akobe use so tia na na kufu ado
why you crime them go back to to you when
I come to you when
mami femi
and ko be
me ka esiso on authority maybe in the subsequent week I will provide evidence. The total delegation at Ghana they call New York 137.
137?
Yes, the total delegation.
Wow.
137. You can find it out from the ministry. You can find it out from the U.S. embassy here, and you can find it out from our mission in New York. 137.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, in the coming meaning say me can or make say 5 days back. So in the coming weeks.
But is it possible to say be also call ya it be a nominee delegation also but through that arrangement?
No, what they did smartly and they said court website now. Previously we will all upload your friend is saying your delegation. Delegation. That is what we used to do. So and also uploading delegation. And I mean, we from about 2-3 years ago, we've been doing around 100, more than 100 number contingency. With me, we're doing until no year. We've been truthful. We showed the whole world who we are taking there, who is going to do what, and who is going to do what. When they came for propaganda, they settings inti. Omo kache say, omo fa. Your friend is saying nipa dodo no anko. Let me give you the what statement we issue here. No any statement we issue here. On the website, the names, the figure they had there. Me boacho, me bo full figure. Nipa na omo de koen. A omo de to ho se omo de kono. Odaram MTM. Oh, okay ni. O say delegation His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President. His Excellency Lordina Mahama, the Nwaba senior government officials, Julius Debra, Dr. Callistus Mahama, Joyce Muktabawa, Nana Oyelita, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Kwabna Minta Kando, Felix Ofusukwache, Elizabeth Ofuswejae, Simon Majoe, then parliamentary reps, Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, now Kwabna Minta Kando, Felix Ofusukwache, then permanent mission, mission, Omudin Waha, Ambassador Harold A. Ajimai, Freda Bediako Puni, Hafiz Isahaku, Jawuni Abudu, then Linda Kesi Entry, Nana Ekuyabano, Kwesi
Linda, the name again.
Linda Kesi Entry, Nana Ekuyabano, Kwesi Ado Yebu, Edna Stephanie Williams, Dokas Owusu or Bɛkyerɛ, Moses Sangbote, Sheila Na Kole Edu, and then Agnes Ejenim Boating. This is the official list.
Na sabi je video way.
And this is what is on the website.
And a bit is an
will say the list no 137. Because before Biabano, what would you visa now? You must indicate on your B116 say you want General Assembly.
Yes,
you must indicate on your B116. You can get those correspondents from that area, and you can get the correspondent from the mission.
Yes,
me say 137. In the coming days, who put the evidence out?
Me bacho na ediba could be miso. Me TD you see Linda Akresi
entry, yes. Yes,
as a Akresi entry. Okay, didn't Salu be a minimum.
I mean
for part of government delegation.
No, a permanent mission in UN.
Hey, sir.
Yes, permanent mission in UN.
Sir.
Yeah. This is the delegation of the
Democracy entry.
This is the delegation. Me say all regional youth organizers, all regional youth organizers were there. All regional chairmen were there. Me say okuje tonkwa no ni PF ekoho e more than 3 ono kwa ni PF.
Yeah, and I'm saying so at the team. Obi at the team.
Yes, and let me tell you, me see the figure I got from your contact 137.
Okay.
The figure I got from your contact 137.
Just that, me patrol.
Around that number. Obeba or visa dada. And you won't use the B1.
Me propaganda someone. And Kasani may figure.
Yes. As someone may make an say. Look, from age old, and yet because you see Ghana blast crack Akobo matcha. Get the supporters score. So what is the point? Yeah. So there's a Ghana blast Akobo matcha. Even Black Queens crack Akobo matcha. Get the supporters score.
No, it is a point.
Yes, it is a president echo baby. It is a president echo baby. Now say ye the Ghana for echo support ako chieni apa. You see, so Osha that my president no man ni speech now UN. Now the room was almost empty.
Yeah.
What you say? Because you see, ye kohwa, ya shisha programs na mobia into their times say ne country any bibia or hwa. Na o mama ye bibia. Aside that no, there are side programs bibia ekoso. So ubehu na amount for so when you take some of these delegations there, a do a president's speech, they can come in to make the room look good, to cheer on the president, which is not a bad thing. Me, any problem. But for you to create the impression, say, yeah, no, ye boo mine, ye poor mine, ye Ghana for no, ye from ye say, say. Then you come to do the same thing, but you hide it from Ghanaians. That is how you nyatu.
Yes.
And that is my problem. That is how you nyatu.
Yes.
And when I make TikTok at DB, I must say, Omu yi mi free mu because Omu nimsa mi wawa ma no na. Why you no na ka beti we na me trotro na me kai. Na me trotro.
You see maybe that's a fancy comedy one year be for.
Maybe say I mean tell the minya that opportunity no and na Kufuado eko you in General Assembly. It me say delegation 200 krampa en hame because of meetings e course you have no idea. But propaganda nti ma say dey twan throwaway and throwaway the about list of the buy someone route 18 po. Say Ghana delegation e me who no say me jefi. Oni ho ma hu Beatrice Ananfi o enipa bebre ka ho omo nyina wo ho enu achi also no the pictures na e ba bonten omo twa omo a share mo pictures on social media and na matter so omo instructor mo so obi an ko delete the pictures on social media enu achi ni enu ade omo yi bia ko yi di afi ho no mo
enye no kre na
who are you deceiving
enye no kre na nka
wana bu deceive no unu abema na da wo ye no abla kwa da wo ye no ka che ne se wo gulu ho adi ma
anu anam ne awudu kra di ne ho nkomo oba yi de minya kwan ne ni nkomo message bi pe na ye but o de ono anu ye binya no ho bre ba oni
okay on ne bibia
odi ka alaji ka
on the binyiri nyoma conflict ne propaganda asma ye ken o sinka enye bibia bibi NDC anu anam me ka che awudu mahama say NDC ba now come for pen and paper list names sika obi enya and be put figure on it conflict in sama yekeken bi yiru suna to
shoulder tuna kaba
problem ya sama yekeken unim say NDC ba now come she ho issue statement
mom yes ye nya bi yes ye bi
you bet your passport the fruits your passport the
President Mahama no on can we until press conference ya yadamfo Mahama ko bisa no ho asem go no free bole
on one am na dwuma ye
but even enokra no
obusa ya answer
that was a good question.
Yes, and in some of kafa ho cause just a small
piece of land
be na kafa
and sir
you see
and that piece of land man nipa 48,000
okay yes of course a small
displaced internally
yes.
Over 40-50 people were killed.
So problem.
Houses burnt near there.
And what that. But now a undercurrent kakra into small piece of land and a kofa a janibai keke. And then one making official.
People don't know say incidentally. A same way a si kakra said the small one under Onwa Mahama 2015.
Yes.
Oh
yes. That one problem here by so in policies are NDC. Echo trust or manifesto say some bar an independent body in 2008 manifesto.
Commission of Inquiry.
No matter where you mu na President Kufuor MPP there. Of all the backbone areas,
MPP lost.
Correct? Because a no-go area for even people are not moving.
They divided.
In the end, when we win in 2009, who did they see it? Before Waku Commissioner President Kufuor the report. No, I'm going to change the court. Now I'm going to say,
Yahoo!
She are a Boku crisis. Boku, you near him problem. But you have a election. Partisan politics are medical shame, echo propaganda about it. Say NDC will power. Boku dear, as in real, na people but pet na Boku problem. Echo share year propaganda against Dr. Bawumia MPP. Says they are insensitive. Kofa, President Akufo-Addo, at the time, you know, a lawyer, Maba, who be who, and now, what would the SEO? Majority leader, and your MPs, we take advantage, every G propaganda, compare vote, we need to me, also Muntiminko. What if the Mama so I can't book us in view?
Yes.
We'll see one for
Omuye galamse munya tumi abede otufo na ndi galamse
me patcho me the picture bi me the ayibi screenshot bi asende o alaji obeka dabi honorable say say who favor alaji senior pa senior wonu see aje pa de enu edi eka e patcho me the ayibi asende o factors man see na on say
never be resume me takasa
enam se wo ha ninti no mebusa biafa Gambia ne Nigeria fo ya e do mabe say ya no say na mehu ade bi professor bi University of Ghana and was send we Ibrahim CCL was so hweye was say US reverses Ghana visa caps as country becomes deportation hub with AFP. The United States has reversed its visa restrictions on Ghana, as Foreign Minister said Friday, as the West African nation emerges as a key deportation hub in President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. Earlier this month, Ghana President John Dramani Mahama revealed that the country was accepting West Africans deported by the United States. AFP publication now, AFP for publication mo dia banti alaji wi ameba onra bo begusa ne say sa for na o maba no what is the status about parliament and what is the position of the minority but alaji yenko but what tell you so
na ya kan me minister for foreign affairs asem me from day one na me bompa say because time I met he say say he was going to be made foreign affairs minister and I remember Okoko say we don't need such a person as our chief diplomat. Because this is a guy, it's not about age, age dear. In fact, there are people younger than him who lead the countries. It's not about age. But this is somebody I may say, he lacks emotional intelligence to be our chief diplomat.
I agree with you.
Me from day one, me come with the year, to the extent say binomo say guy we cry there na a black one there no me see a black one here me no share our parliament many it is saying that is it. But you see the fact of the matter is that we need somebody a panel representing here as a state, as a sovereign country, or leading a diplomatic community, or leading to meet people international and in must be somebody of certain standing. And yet, obi a social media Africa all the time to social media. Bibi kakra secret kakra no they to social media. Bibi no they to social media. You don't need such a person to lead your to say Ghana what foreign affairs ministers like Victor Beho, Dr. Obeda Samoa, Hakman Owusu Ajiman, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Anatete, you may not like that woman, but Wakasa, the aura,
So
where I work with her,
The aura.
or a UN rep on African baby. So AUB appears in
Neba me boy, how many of them are from NDC? Omodoso, but no money, Anna, Dr. Obeda Samoa, the longest serving foreign minister. When I lead Ghana as our chief diplomats, and we have sunk so low. This is a personal, foreign affairs minister. Fẹ́ Nungwasi or the Bray Ghana. Washington case. Oh sorry, wow, a minister. Oh say Obi, you don't even know the facts about the whole matter. You close it down. The whole Washington. Honorable say you are more informed than me because that's your area. She Nungwasi or the Bray Ghana. Nansaya DSC war a Cote d'Ivoire okay. Waba gidi also 8,000 Ghana. You have not even told Ghanaians say Omobaye did they go back to their hometowns?
Where they settled
and be one country what throw out. This somebody a ranking member foreign affairs 2018. Oka say Ghana Akufo-Addo aban koto embassy war Norway $12 million. Oslo, Norway, $12 million, and also inflated price. South Africa basi gidi woni their foreign affairs minister. Shelley, yes. But even there, after that time, no travel be I call UMB a black waka with all his misconduct and misbehavior. Yet no koi.
And disrespect.
Ni be bia the other year now the Danko Akufo-Addo on the travels ni be bia. Ninyena you were tolerated. There's somebody just a little of the dozer or the mama for no they are but wait they are honorable no credit prodo and no crown want to understand it. Do you need such a person to be your chief diplomat? It's for Ghanaians to judge. Me say never causing me if this guy is not withdrawn. Nungwasi or the Beba Ghana no.
The worst is yet to come.
Nansaya or Nkotran tro say me say on tro say Attorney General say sir deportees or mobile or say Attorney General say it is not an agreement and when it gets to agreement idea will say MOU and na court time yeka same way I said a similar thing we did get more too by they call Supreme Court that time this Attorney General was the Deputy Attorney General
and he handled the case
and Supreme Court rule on it MOU now more implemented on MOU
any agreement
now who are they implementing it and my Supreme Court say, Saudi and SO the Parliament for ratification. One farmer. Once I could control, say, Attorney General and the advice say it is not an agreement. Say, all right. Maybe the Manuasi may say Ghana for more this space.
Maminka small.
A black person in
no. Sunday, Bound him say, a baby, I would draw story be about him. Say, or dying. The properties be he was so hurt.
One black one.
Tama,
a black one.
Masa.
Oh, Jacob Belamti, eto dying. Who did Nisa? I said, no, ever would default. I said, would default. As was still one as a site here.
Oh, yeah. One of the list and the course.
That story way.
A man of money said, go for you to buy it. But I'm sad that you say, you see, Gambia for Nigeria for some power man.
You see, me, Maka Bebri said, it is not that ye MPP for. Ye near badaye and now one so-called humanitarian definition now when they talk at the end we are not humanitarians. Yes sir, if Mahama and a Ghana for to Obama and no they all say Trump immigration decision deport na Fabo Ghana e fire home Mahama no ye and also your Joe home ye dey fire home. Our argument is that the right thing must be done. That is our argument. And yet say, Omo Deba Parliament, we are going to frustrate them. We don't even have the numbers to frustrate them. But the point is that in future, no other government will close an arrangement, an agreement with another country and come and tell us that, or hide under the nomenclature, say this is a note verbal, this is an MOU, this is a. That is our position. Let the right thing be done. You face it. President Mahama will be the last person who should allow this issue to go where it's going. Because you see, the same President Mahama Nabreso and as the landmark case now, Margaret Banfo, a friend and Anabuachi, any attorney general.
Get what you
Yes, yes.
Benatef.
Yes, yes. So Oshe.
When I come away, my Ghana from a book be to me worried.
Chef, your friend is saying, SOA GSC.
Okay.
A very landmark case, and also my ruling be to 4 versus Attorney General. Or say the Constitution must be construed as a living organism, which is capable of growth. So, 1969 Constitution, I think Article 59, I stand to be corrected. Or say when government is entering into agreement, and I say, government may. The B part is talking about Adia Parliament meeting me on Fambra Parliament no. Now about 1979 Constitution now it moved to from May to any the same and I think 1979 Constitution Article 62. So Article 62 in that Constitution, any Article 75 in the 1992 Constitution are the same. It tells you that it has accepted the fact that the old one was limited and this one were BM. That is why a friend Sebafo made this historical antecedent argument in the Gitmo issue. And the court ni jina so can say Bafo Mensia Bafo and the court ni can say and found how you couch the wedding and found the form or the shape. So far as that arrangement will bring an obligation on the people of Ghana and India, it must come to court, to parliament. Not parliament, no international motion.
But it's obligation.
Say a day as soon as be Babeto Ghana for so.
Say the provide security. Say the provide security. Say Sikao. Say the Momo Diademo.
Omuba. Omundidi. Omunda. So be yalia when the medical hospital. No money sika. And that is so it must come to parliament. That is why and I agree with a lot of people and Rami who say Minister Atro Adiebiso a big win. US I reverse your friend is
big win.
US I reverse or move for a visa arrangement no.
And I actually to say mainly of because a student of power or motina.
And I may say it is a colano. It is a oba. Now I thought toy car ma colano. Now colano a tutu toy car. What you say? But dismantle toy car. On one a dismantle toy car and was a share. Was a boom seman.
Koto pizza man.
We made it. Oh, by year foreign affairs minister. No, not your visa. Any US agent saying.
There 5 years multiple.
And the way you months a man. And you see, and that is why people are saying, say no. It is because of that deportees arrangement.
Yes.
That is why we were telling you, say, for parliament, near shad near womb. What you say, near who conditions say, we cannot take your word for it. Say, oh, the catches, oh, ya mayashi, oh, ya bibia, oh, ya nyesi bibia. We cannot trust it. That is why the document and answered agreement and answered arrangement must come to parliament. Now engine to so that everybody will know the details of the agreement. Synchrophonic cry about what are we supposed to do? What is our role? What are we? All these things. That is why we need to bring those documents to parliament. To me, media, it's not as if minority is against them. Minority want to frustrate government. No, yeah, per se, at the end because we are discussing an arrangement between Ghana and another country. Yeah, name details of the arrangement. Yeah. And we are doing that based on assumptions.
Yeah.
How? We are doing that based on assumptions. Intermediate. Look, me shall be a bo, me friend who 42. Woman no mama me to me say me ko parliament.
But patch the pa ma me kwa man so menya.
Hello. Hello.
Council, good morning. At the same.
Oh, Gordon. Asare-Bediako.
Yeah. Amount for you know, she are no more if you want more yakati to say, yeah, the Pia Babonting. So, who you dear?
The Uber then the Unia Crown and one push for price to down.
And I said, me buy ye and run and go for Sunday. I give better, Miss Nana Bacha, minim the dada, minimum voice. And to me, the man tell you, maybe tell us no, Nana Bacha, minimum voice, minimum city and a casa, the diction in our minim, and to know where anyone want. I mentioned the letter this morning, so the man who say, we will actually be there, but now go fire very, very worried. A dear bad, I don't know.
Oh, minimum. No question, first of all, I mean, we a triple pop bonnie, a dream pop bonnie, nipebinum, aquashet, be na omakika, and my voice in the first place. We could because they be my voice, me doctor, me a cat, me. First of all, it is not my voice. Dibia or milk crack, I'm not going to make a me even the entire tape, no compare you can make one. The tea the first, the power of the kind of send them first, on a boss and so watch it. On no tea, at more talking on that, Abanabi, how can this be your voice? It's Grandma Pemwa, but me who say, any pepinomo at the certain aggression, I can want or more air pedal, air spread it, not today. And a Bibiana. Wouldn't whom I ever sans a penny diamante. But I thought I know who's a no, I didn't also know if be any pabonia could be a setra or more two Musana, not also the one response, but not the official response by. But first of all, I can never ever, even in private or in public, describe a year His Excellency the former Vice President in such words. Never. Secondly, it is not my voice. And as if you compare my voice, it is entirely not my voice. This audio is maliciously fabricated, put together. Now, in creative, but campaign now, Mr. Obia and Penifo Muyin and Obia and Munyamfo. Obia Sabia Popera. It will be statement no come choice. Just like more contesting in Anno. Yura, Omia, Obia and the credibility. Obia and the Juma dealing in modern bomb. It message 1 hour actually just to try and create some division in the party. No, it will not work and it will not happen. It is discerning minds like you. Just 2-3 seconds now you can know no, this is never and this can never be the voice of the national organizer. It is Wadarma, Ejanokwe, Mobian Tungu, Entini Masada. As I said, send me Shokukum, send me P, send me Ubia, me Muguduba, send me Wokukum, say Misha baby. These things can never come out from my mouth and it can never be my voice. It is not my voice, it is not me, but it will be disregarded. People.
All right, important is what the back about straight away, sir. But question back on the say campaign ya yin. Na mincha the 31st January na yakwakotwaba advice be na de ma both aspirants ni na and omo supporters wo hwe se de nko ensem bi omo ka videos bi obi hu Asare-Bediako bi ba na o chese basa and na anu yaku demonstration o ba bi kama na so organizer obobo national youth organizer chidoma yi na yakoi. And so tie command and so as I feel the MPP for go attack MPP for a year demonstration. How should we conduct ourselves lead up to the election, Ankasa?
No, a very worrying state now. In fact, me party and party no, if it me contact yourself war power. What for the past 2-3 weeks at the back where be him. And no na ekutia o mine pa e galam say enti wahwa no ne national issue no ma ekata ye internal even primaries aye ko no kwaso me match for say bi kan obi bia no yam conduct campaign very well and na my campaign ni ye say ye si yam tuma fin e wa abonten no at all and e bi mu so no so wo ko wa fu mu a government timi nketia obi no bae so na on fan ko wa fu yenya ya do yenya wa asase wo wasase be bi e da no wo bo kwan na wo dia fa ho dia ko wa fu na wo ko treatia obi no bae so no na dua no nko treatia so se wo dia ko wa fu and I think some people are contesting no obia no wo de dwumadie sunko obia wo ade a obetimi aya obia wa wota na dibia no obetimi project na say me hwe mu interview bia na mo ne yewura kwam na je Japan na ye I think say ni nkoma no odi nyina no ye ono ne suma wo de asum party
absolutely no ampa
I love the interview yeah
and I think
yes enti Master say Obibia look, His Excellency the former Vice President. He's been Vice President for 8 years. Why presidential candidate? And again, and yet no coy. Say, you can't send me no Google fee. Not any party for na party for Kuina on the Bay presidential candidate. Nan Samna I can have reverse it. Era an example, it's a movie. Era can you in Japan movie. Ya I can't some it good penny for in an movie. Na say party for co now no almost say on the penma. Now can be near fast wire continue. A boy you are from the Japan and former education minister honorable or say it true. So I think that we owe a duty to conduct a decent campaign. And secondly, can we wish to say every presidential aspirant, there are a lot of ills going on in this happening and near more bonia echo. But let's hear a campaign and penifonu sana yen kasentia near my bonia. In fact, I would want to see my prospective presidential candidate criticizing the sitting government. And in a Moncania, Yatutum Bempresa, and so Yatutum Bem. One year you media, you go through process. Nipa bet 30,000, you media free. Young come once. Then I'm saying, I didn't some Abaiba, boss of the bro say, young come once because who person we presidential candidate. One of your foremost duties, and they say you will project the new patriotic party, and then you will also stand as a prospective president for the country. It also by it is one yamana or also so my young how you are criticizing this government. And on media on project your internal elections and no plan on some more. It must say all our presidential aspirants. We owe a duty to the party to project the name of the party, to criticize the sitting government. Because you have a lot of media following us. You have a huge platform. Yes, Oban campaign. Some Oban say that I didn't hear young Twabanamount, I didn't hear on a bit me at name. You won't hear me here, and say, how are you criticizing the sitting government? How? How are you holding the sitting government? Promises on yeah. Is your mood in Kuguno? Omobaya, Omochese, Omodie, Omodi 24-hour economy be back. Now, a critic in human beings. You hold the government accountable. I want some our campaign platform. I'm asking now we hear demonstration. That is why you do moka, a teacher for you do moka for 9 months. You come on some. And a gun of where I am what? Oh, Ivory Coast. And how? You see, what kind of betting on that? Ivory Coast now, no. Come on, see what? What do you want? I want to get to say you what? Oh, and to quite Sigunjaland. You are Mahamana backyard. The patrol Madaruma, the presidential aspirant, talk about these things and the Boko conflict. And somewhere is here. And this 40-year campaign. Insecurity. I was saying that. So yes, I admit Oko campaign it delegates not near but our foremost duty. First, as a party, in the BM as a prospective presidential candidate, let the people see that you can take on the government. Let the people see, let them feel it. That yes, you need you can take on the government. And no be attention every media, the Biano Modio Menesi, the internal elections, rather no, don't say, you were the two. What criticize your money? You were Japan. Criticize your money. You are Kennedy or Henry Japan. Or the abandoned room, says a bino, and your mother and your papa. You are buying a tampon. So, sir, His Excellency, the former Vice President, Union now we owe a duty. Say, I was it in the Casa. A pioneer man while you're in the past 9 months. In fact, you shouldn't even take the money for any info analytics to tell us that Omo goodwill perform. That's what it says. Goodwill will go to me a ice blogger a bename. Omo goodwill a name. Boshom Beshe Ghana phone says a scam. If you want Mr. That should be our approach.
Matilana,
you die a buying a yenny or pen up buying a piece, a opposition crowd as a more focus too much on internal primaries in tea or Muntimin as a Mr. would be a platform media or be Obiano. Let the people know the ills in this government. Then you campaign say any alternative your fauna. The Bayer presidential.
Medasi, Unia Bema, Bosman who MP, and as for Jai was semi just watch our studio.
He's one of shining stars in Parliament, and I'm so proud of him. Is a man who bid that will be a with me a foreign affairs minister or Jumedia Woodia a Jumedi Boneno. Emma Wono Krana, you say. Kona kujira muno nakwasheshelo ameneno bayiwe fu na nasa fuje
Dabi I would say a local deportation. For me a badge of honor.
Oh yes, for me I think I'm very proud of the young June show and the people of Bushmifro Mudishi or make me proud. Uncle Susa. All
right, then I'm watching a B and they underpay that so I clarify situation in a dash. All right, was for MPP national organizer Henry and Abwachi lawyer and I'm in the Kasai. So what do you know in circulation and yen and Abwachi voice?
But because if you move a business, audio no be an TV.
Okay, just say, would you as one nipa no ni party fo bi na ehia enna wo chichim adekunti initiative na Dr. Baumia esai kubim enna wo kase Dr. Baumia first time wotime MPP lusu seat bibribi we nyina enna wo se Dr. Baumia kwa figures na wo nunya as presidential candidate no what they compare parliamentarians nyina de dibomu a parliamentarians de esoche Dr. Baumia de say me take say very bunkum analysis and then back on and now utia bi mu say and Abwachi ba woni nko ade a utie within 10 seconds you know say we enye Henry na Aboache voice no but of course that voice need to immune to the benefit of group it omuna omo circulate no motor data man for tele enya papa amfa me
awdu de ni bia
so mo ko jenda so he okotogu kwa bi oboda no so no ara busafo
IP address
IP abusafo eti aha eye movement television Woodme radio your social media Facebook ni YouTube yes you live program din di Bɛkyerɛ mu but yes switch from
see a coin see a call MPP
ana ko de wie mpo no what de wie na wo can be set topics no lawyer Kwame Adofo na I was saying ne kasa but wonya agent yi bia na so committee nti ne e communicate ye hwe say be latter part ti benya ne de by say de wo meeting bi ma nti wontimi enjoy ne but topics no na galamse ka ho ene MPP ekoye ehunu demonstration no it was all about freedom of speech and free expression ya pese mahama pese woda homa sen obia wode credit to obia no ehun komo Peter yenkoi de obitima fa no Nessa woni Peter
ohuna de mo de me hu ya MPP presidential primaries
ohuna ne ka ho
sa me
ne wa nje ni
so wo se glasses
na obu ofudodo
so wo se glasses ana was a glasses
but those open ones
topics in the first one Mahama choking under Galamsey propaganda NPP hits the street over attack on free speech. That's second topic. Third one NPP presidential premises matters are rising and then I can't be and the status of 13,000 refugees and you know Peter yankoi
Galamsey sem de mo amu ni se mama wa fi
enya wona me me de ko Peter ho
anyway
how do Peter yankoi
na nka me pese me ka bi fa honorable ho
o de kan nteme
na on say na
said why be unruly pa
oh sale sometimes
sometimes oboto munya but enko follow so momo follow munya Saturday alopadie
sa omo send no say 200,000 bi
na bi nya lupo me wo hanu manu asa ko se wa hefa receive the money instantly with momo the Saturday yen yes and ma we is what ready yanko munya
honorable to be frank there nana be confirm honorable and yes or hand it is actually true honorable is actually a shining star me or parliament me who the name so now saying our started project to be I think many MPs are doing it but it is exemplary obewie BEC not say call HSI yes say now you announce to parents say mentor mattress mentor chop box and I can say those and other things massa it is massive and honorable we continue to encourage you to do some of these. Education is very important now. MPB or Bayan say or promote education in his area say support no until yedawasi now Peter men koso
in the past you Mr. Bako, messenger me can ye. Was I copy no? They said me WhatsApp. It's me for the Nigeria at day. Remember that the first time we yo. What if you get the remember that
200,000, Miss 10,000, Miss Obia said quickly you write to what?
Yes, Mamo
MPP Mamin can ask for the major mamo the Yensure Huna demo. I have said, sir, even under PNDC, where that time people lived in this country, people fought for this democracy, and you'll be our say or money over to Asema or Mono Mulidi. Mini appears so okay. Now, so Okakasa. Etiomope na you are you cry me name the okay ya arrest you so don't you say
and I believe me no
and I me cry me that's I've always been watching himself on here anytime I want to one by studio
now you be say
now be say Godon wa because me understand surety for him or you rap
ne so on funny source
yes
emra
yes
obeka bibi about planes
in them
sanom de koche atodazi
kwamna
atufamna
yeah atufamna
say at the time no Joy FM had done a story be about
the same
yes
same no me team for
anyway
that no me your friend say
Adakumi
yes ono the petition aba so hu bibi
say Obama no
say Obama say the politics should stay there can no hakra say oh sa post na say Obama ekoye Oma acting on it. Akwachi nkofo bi kura wo hu dada o.
Na o fro bi so mbebo investigation as an idea.
Uko buni puna.
An idea na.
Ahomachi.
No, you see, me can say be Mr. Wadarma. Me say. Sanya ma say e koswa ho. Me politics kakra me suano. It helps the opposition to galvanize their
yes.
They may think that they are intimidating the opposition.
Yes, that's what.
But we say, and no na a boy at this point, Obi akra timika say, "Ananka MPP for me both fumukra opa but nyan ekofo
yeah
yeah opera for any tour. So a political student for any tour, but we say, you tour barrier even the national executives na omo sunsuma bafom.
Yes.
No omo sunsuma bafom.
Yes.
Now they are fired up because of some of these things.
Yeah.
Obiti says salam. Now everybody felt that, oh, Charlie, Akwano Wamwaya because he intimated to me. But now look at him now commanding
organizing and people are coming.
So the more you do this as a government to the people, now my politicians, no my party, no a base, no ultimate governing base, because they need a reason to go to the base.
Yes.
And these things you are doing, you are giving them a reason to go to the base. Ultimately, they be adana mabet me try me can me say, me can o asempa me say, omo koso no omo nye. Say it yasis ye wunkwadia.
Omo koso.
Huh?
Omo koso amba fa bronye.
Na omo nye.
What mo say no?
Yes.
Edana wako mansia eyie sante hima dot yie munko hwe support wa fa bonye mo se fa woje hwe sa ye IPSM ye bechimu ko TikTok na ko hwe sometimes me bisa say eh intina we no nyina wo mo ho now the way man one mrant na sorry no they even have information more than communicators a better party yeah
a better platform so and they go they obi dan wo mo say Kevin Taylor say MPP Akufo Dubai when see university back crampo unim say me nkasa kra me refi one young man on TikTok ebo mako 6
or the fear
obo US or the picture ni buy obo somenya or the picture ni buy obo bunsu or the picture ni buy obo akoma down or the me say what
akoma down on the local government
university 6 beautiful universities me say now media no evolve here
yes
now the young
media.
ones they can go and look for information anywhere na me makase President Mahama no tamana oba 2016 oba 2012 was there na osan so person beba 2016 ni cramp no o ka kire yen say oye dwanfun bibia amfa ne ho
that good
now all Mahama wanted was to clock a second term at the point Akufo Addo no de sere say ono pe ne president went me enya second term
yes
hwe na ni bibia ope wo wi ase at that point he was ready to do anything and he did anything to get the second term.
Wanya.
Sisi awawi onoka oye nurses na usu emfa ne ho comfort sisi akwa de goat na ekesi aye cow. Sisi aye dead cow. Je emfa wo ho ko ebi opa su na su moja emfa ne ho because now adia politicians you throw kese any re-elections.
Yeah.
Politicians ya opese uso ne minute. Jano, ode ni obeka tell na say about to no some who say but look at the MPs even when they know that they are not coming back to parliament again look at how they relax. But when him so some babio are you careful now Mahama is not say NDC as a political party omo nkan ne tuja obetimi amoma position.
So
as a political party because no as a person no now afeina obabeye try put a certain statesmanship behavior. And near may be anka party ni be person ko be yama wom amfa ho on ba hemfo akọ ka kire om se meba be yam kwan wan ba ha wan ye kwan no on san ba mo ani mu biom emmepe abato obi amfiri mu ho okọ so bibi amfa ne ho bibi amfa ne ho sisi anu ne aka ne se obehyehe na dan mu die yie wo soro na dan kwan ma bi na na se ofiri aban ne so a watena ne ba bi ne wafili nti na sisi abehu se Nia wentimi aye tse ni nua na nkode nyina hini ma no na wentimi amfa ma no delay ya last minute ode nyina hini ni ma no a wo mo gifi ni nsem no o se obai why ni ntem
wan ten
o se obai why ni ntem
Black Volta
o se why ni ntem yes enti se by 2028 mo gifi ni nsem kra na we didi by 3 years
Black Volta no de ma amfa no
o ti ase
eno enti se nyina hini
o ti ase tie we didi by 3 years so the argument is that sisi ano yes the political party MPP and they was say ye kayen hubom ni jai sa niama ni na look this is the first time government be aba under so much pressure within 8 months.
Yes
this is the first time so much pressure
and the mess
so much pressure even one kasa one call for kra area chile container
ECG container
the ECG MD
yes container is ayira any odimika settings gidi ya the container ayira container
you see honorable minchano the man here who 7 crampo ni say when container and 7 buy no wouldn't say on kwachichi nkofo
yes
na me ba ku bi amu ye omukwachi no the national security at the time of leading minister no call hono be catch Ghana for say odu warehouse one nkofo kwachi omo no omo attempt so be bribe omo ba omo ampene.
Can you imagine?
And so
can you imagine? Yes. Mr. They created the impression say Napo your friend is saying honorable Afenyo Markins no mu and omo ye former ECG for no na omo ye adie no Dubik no mu. Yes. Look at the impression they created in this
court Napo.
Yes.
Say yankwachi no.
Mr. Afenyo Markins na omo ka say yankwachi omo no.
Yes. The national security or leading Minister, the Director of Investigations at the National Security, Chief Superintendent Osman Al-Hassan, who took the minister around the facility, factories now, said, although some of those arrested tried to influence the security personnel who effected the arrest, the team stood their grounds and duly carried out their duty. Unquote.
And now,
almost say
almost charge them for attempted bribery.
Arrested over missing ECG container. I'm some kwa chomo pon. Omuye no, omu sa ko. Tamale. So makonya 40 container. Ofiechi. Yes.
Ba ku bi kuma se den na area ho. Omu the pictures by. E ma ECG for base state for the say. Omu we munya omu transformers ni bi ni o.
Shah Hills. 40 missing ECG containers found at warehouse owned by Chinese national. The minister no only TV take as I tell you. I'm going to the minister now.
Minister, you heard say.
Oh, Jonathan John.
Anybody no. Me. Ni madam for no. Ni madam for.
Oh, do good to. When you have now. Oh, unipa. I say the important issue is the whereabouts of these containers. The briefing I received this morning indicate that about 40 of them have already been traced to a warehouse in Pong and Shah Hills, which belongs to a Chinese national. The containers were sold to him last year.
What's that?
We're
indicting people.
Yes.
Mr. The impression was that ECG imported containers.
Yes.
Now, the containers not go. Now, almost see sika. Enfant clear containers no na containers na accommodate na o ma ton ama nkrofo na nkrofo ne to wi a na o ma be ton ama ECG abode just to create a certain impression in before your control.
Yes.
And before your na senior oti ase a enye ye
QNet aban juma
oti ase a enye ye. Look, Mr. Galamsey asemwe bra he me contra TV biso hoster na all interview me and all interview ye many NDC and also ye MP bra sebe enkofie unim kofie ohun bi da sebe galamsey bon kra ohun bi da ondai emien frɛ na hamache enka nkyɛ ne sɛ akola atɔ petimu nti bra ohun bi da o ti ase enso jinenimu ka galamsey asɛm mesrɛ wɔ mo sɛ chale mo ma galamsey ade no ye nyi amanyo sɛm enfrim na yɛn ko galamsey yi na galamsey yi enya amanyo sɛm sɛ nyamuhu ne saa no na ukra ya amanyo nipo na wo force sɛ wo bɛyɛ galamsey no affect you. Yes. Because mama can picture. When you come to the Galamsey community, as mama can for MPBA or Galamsey one year more na bisano. She and penifo no and now say guys no top guys now mo your friend is say mining no. Community no in that way omo dia. She omo dia. She se krono ba for liempo a. Woman na di sika ba. What you say? Yes. One, woman na fa boys na wo kromu ho nyina na mama o madwuma. Yes. Boys ne so any guest no na etwempna. Na omo sha manfo so dwa. Tio, eno yes, woman guest na etwempna. Enti okọ galamsey ne ba, eno obenya bi ma wo no wa twempna no. Yes. Two, mami fo na wo ewem ho no, omo no akwenkwen. Yes. Ebi tutu kokọ, ebi ti bayre, ebi ye dokuno, ebi no omo na galamsey fo ya ba bedi. Uti ase, enti onim now touch them. No one touch them here. They can shut down the whole community on you. Yeah. What you say? Yeah. They hold the community. Such a business. And ya no fa keke. And they come. She obi oha or ye minor. Ye nim so affiliated to MPP. What you say? Ye nim so they say ye sympathetic to MPP. And the NDC aba. All he needs to do is to now sit back a bit and let somebody else who is sympathetic to NDC among his team to take the lead. That's what they've been doing. It is a NDC for ne bar. And as I say, if any say task force for ne bar, he now comes up as a lead. Now for Maba Betuno and now the party anymore. That's it. Okay? Omo ye campaign. You find them supporting us. It's true. They support us. Parties, yes. And they support. They support. Me wo minus support you bia this year on the contest here. Sisia omo mba me hobio because when they arrest them omo excavators near there. And me why na my friend. But this you know and they betimi ayama so they will go to him. That is the whole thing. Yes, our politics ni fi mi enkunto kwa musi da. Mo be catch them say, "Sami je fi catch them say, when I see wo mumra na wo ne yembe bom. Esum ani han akabo mu. Esum ni han. Feli so fusu kwati catch them say, eye ye nim ye djuma. Ono no feli so fusu kwati den no betimi aye. Yen ya to aba man. Yes, yen ya to aba. Oni ningo jina Sam George nchen catch them say Akufo Addo ne ato aba.
He has the power
and enforce the laws. Omo catch say 1 week pe. 1 week pe o. Ah, me say sa LI 624207. Omo he and now omo repeal LI ni ko da Ghana for. Because omo their money aji money for almost 1 year. Yeah. Your friend say gold board bill. Senior 1 day. You are in Parliament. It took them just 1 day.
And we're rushing it through.
Throughout the night, and throughout the night, I'm matching. I want to say, I'm one of 4-5, no more pass it. Good board bill. And if we are serious to repeal that LI, no, you need this number of days, this number of months. You need this one. So the NDC clearly, look, and then Penamete, lawyer Kwebunumu. State of emergency asset. Hey, maybe so say no money. The implications of state of emergency. And then that's Yamekpo. State of emergency.
The implications.
Also, in fact, for him it was shameful. Also on Kada say and declare state of emergency.
I know.
And I born in a voice.
Why? Oh, no, so.
And then the NDC is now telling us, John Dramani Mama is now telling us that, John Dramani Mama is now telling us that state of emergency is the last resort.
Yeah.
Then me one will be free. Honorable, me patrol ko parliament da. Tebi my why? Na sisi ade. Galamsey no omo ba, omo kunkumie, omo tutuye ti, omo kunkumie. I'm say me patrol you, me do ameka ma.
Say the mo pa na aba no.
Ye ka se ma kire mu no, mo si ye nie nipa boni. Ye nie nipa boni. Ekufu ado.
Call now ko ka kire wo mo. Galamsey areas no.
And then ye nye patriotic.
Mame ko Peter Homra. Yanko.
You see, honorable canon. In fact, say unim yaw any and summer and this before they could share the people within the mining areas or mutinima ebe onwa. In fact, Obwase they mobilized the yes,
and this for the mom cool boys. No, catch boys no mo
unim arahosem boys no omo catch Obwase catch boys ni say the day I bet to abawie pe ade chin ya power sampe no mo ko ho mo take over.
Say videos wo.
Yes.
Usa woman no.
In the end omo ko ya asem ko bae statement omo issue here say I'm good for omo hospital na ni omo wu no
omo ko yomo yima omo muska ni ayi
ene the oya regional minister yi amakohene ne and this point for before Asante oh
na kunet for me
Facebook Antoboase ne Zongo ene omo fi omo ko e
obu abi anto monka bi
ko ne ko he omo abusuafo ama ene St Thomas eti hon mo omo ti hon ma na omo adesi awu because of NDC partisan politics omo de Galamsey yi ko ye ho no ko he omo sitene ama mana omo ma eco school don be dikura eden
na so onya ni
NDC omo ba ho call back omo ti ho bio go and check all the mining communities from 2020-2024 election results. But the MPP for winning, vote no so tame because MPP for the share MPP for voters need to say MPP for the omo nipa bone for no mo ba Galamsey no omo na eye no ma cite from Bob Watson report say from Bob Watson abobo MPP for penny for omo ye Galamsey and so abani to me nya ho hwe na so omo de omo tata mo say yentu yempam mo na president Mama de ne nam say soldier fire they pam Galamsey for from Galamsey site there a abomination no ho abem oye bi na nyansa nim fans ni statement ya beka statement what happen but don't so beka ya say nyansa nim say wo de Galamsey wo de soldier for ba ku di Galamsey for mining
what it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. There's no wisdom in it. And that on the bakra oma ya chi oma ye do ma kwakoto sabi afiase no obejai omo
the court are find them guilty no.
Yes, obejai omo nemum they are kingpins MPP form penin form wo Jubilee House omo na ye Galamsey no mo show machi omo na o se ko hwe omo na ye chi omo
oba ye no so ni defense minister Dr. Edward Omane Ebuama.
Yes.
E kan say na Akufo Addo boni a waye pa wo etia o man Ghana o Galamsey hu ne say we withdraw soldier from Galamsey side.
Yes.
Omane Ebuama defense minister aso be kan no.
Ene bisa hu what single policy
ebini ho
and NDC by or my implementing the fight against Galamsey.
None. Ebini ho.
Water guards no. Omo buy no the blue ko share nimu.
Na mo ho dada.
On say no water guards want to omo so bisa was single na me treo. You buy no blue no omo dey about blue. Say na water guards want that omo buy no omo ye ni blue. Community mining.
Team kwa so buy ni green.
Omo buy and omo dey responsible be share nimu. Community mining no ho dada o. And omo buy no omo dey responsible be share nimu na responsible community mining. Anu na omo kwa kolonchi a Kofi Antoata omo nipa no free mo ade e wo ho dada
you see yeah na the area who say omo mawu no rade inform currency omo nya wu awie but you ask yourself dishonesty enti people are so dishonest why don't you the cabinet omo no mo anom ye members don't much man can tell omo say ade e ko ye order than nyai on esunsan so ekofa bae
ya
arehosem ene President Mahama or consider the fact say Galamsey discover on mine.
Yes.
Who's at the press conference or hinty?
Why hinty what he was emphatic. He was emphatic.
The Mahama or kind of statement.
Diplomatic.
The work can warrior
diplomatic.
Who is diplomatic? Who are you diplomat? The Uye. Why should I report on my romance? Kali Bishop conference. I can say. Almost some question President Mahama. Who can get me said who in the Yaton chain? No, I see the Sikara measure show.
Paragraph 5 of the Kali Bishop statement. Or say
what he said.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama appears not to grasp the existential scale of the menace. In both January and May 2025 delegations of our conference raised these concerns directly with him, only to be met with unsatisfactory responses, focused narrowly on economic gain.
What is good? There's a precedent. Not Calibisho conference, but when you know, and this is their verdict. And you're damning and more indicting.
That's a Catholic bishop. Say you will be at Mahama Dada on by a Catholic bishop.
Oh, my disappointment.
Now, I say, one of Mkono, no catch or say, or no about LGBT.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, or Momoto of any money, Uncle, no one was catch on. Catch on the young LGBTQ at the end of Koshe. Curriculum na in Kolani sia o school ni indicate o. Because Mahama and fan who biom because Catholic bishop mumpe on baba biom matuama no into your family ho.
And then leading members. Yes.
In this country for the first time ever.
On here.
On LGBT on Galamsey first time ever.
Close relationship.
You me see I say enough, you quite say enough. Obi okwasi no bia omu ka kire ye se ye pese ye yi jokwesi free ho se ne be ya ye de beto abatia LGBTQ we na omu de ba no LGBTQ was the campaign topic in the villages in Aseno in Aseno and it's been 9 months oh. What is Obi abo LGBT Sam George na kasakra what is abo Sam George na what is abo. Yes, and NDC nyachum no. NDC nyachum no. The things that they told Ghanaians, mom de babemuno. Today they are shying away from all of them. And then all the numbers who can say LGBTQ way no obe passing and ne obe pass obe sign or tra. So then 9 months later.
In the end, on NDC from penny for almost same. Omuye Galamsey. In fact, the Attorney General cried, they were track on my Yoko, so on national organizer, Yamin. Any Abanga, one of their vice chairpersons,
national vice.
Yes, say, our credible reports, I say they are involved in Galamsey. Last week, me call almost station Bakuna, Obika Chem say, Oma invite Yamin. The Yamin so train say report Beba. You inviting the bear that's about the statement no call for now we inviting no and no one.
Now koi.
Or say you withdraw a task force no omkoje jijiska. And no should have been a basis for his invitation to the extent say no for evidence when you cheat those task force no omkoje jijiska free illegal small scale miners no ho. But now I say ke etimi che omo. Ni ehun task force kra omo call rounds now omo jijiska free Galamsey for no. Eho. Nanke you musampa they are ready to fight the menace. Now him Uko Amenfi Easter the MC Ramon Eba on the MP and the chairman they are faithful. Say the chairman to Galamsey or forest last week or last 2 weeks licenses Uba 8 years. But before
you go to this record, you see CEO of Minerals Commission
Nyoko ya na waba fufu
Nyoko
Wonyako
minim ni ntia afi and information we eba ye koto aba oba no gu so boye yem boye yem ya ma license
but he came out
you sure
no
ene mehu
In fact, we crowd the on the program a show in Sia Quesinsia. Adam. Or the year, they gave me the figure.
Now saying I mean who said
or the year. But that time, no, not gonna afford TMP.
Oh, okay. And Charles Satana.
He himself went to to give these figures. But that time, not gonna afford TMP.
Okay, the record says 8th October 2024.
Yes.
And CEO Minerals Commission Machanisi a present at DV at the Command Government Assurance Committee of Parliament.
Exactly.
Medama MCR for say Eka Crown meeting that was one link you figures.
It came out. Peter Ghana phone TMP. Because of
it before what the better son Maming Enkika 2012 and the President Mahama lines is what the Maya 332 2013 283 2014 105 2015 321 2016 361
Kanina more
and
402
that
between the period 2012
and that's all why are the until 2012 to 2016 within 4 years no John Mahama 1412 yes
4 years
2012 to 2016 4 years pay na Akufo-Addo de 8 years 2017 to 2024 1014 1014 mene wo ka say na Akufo-Addo fra ba moko no say ya omo renew it be a value
and one small point on say before say 2017 by April when MPP ni na Akufo-Addo was on guarantees and some status ban or the ban
or the ban no Osha figures no 2018
apply
yes 2018 Osha nil
it apply no ebi mo wa you mu free what you say and ebi mo won so a you streamline na ebi mo kra ekeka bom it you cannot say total because nanka in between that time not total near 2423
meba baby I can reapplication no which tells me say
yes
baby a year say 21 no I likely say mobile 400 na e wo mo existing ones John Mahama amom says that meboa
yes
enti enye
enso kwa
oh say enye see no dia e ke becha ba say bi go park at that time no ke baby a 200 and now 100
na me ke uti no na ho apa de back
uti ka say bi uti ho apa ya pon kra ne ngo pa so be de ye fiso me that abusafo aha ye movement television the next 20 minutes no na say yes sorry so any other matters MVP matters na be kana na
we mu kaka
we no me de galamsey de
we so nka bi we
meje no meje Malawian proverb ne na ejama NDC for me na page John Mama and NDC for almost say cows are trapped by their homes men are trapped by their ways Mahama ne NDC for Niama Omoka na say they are trapped by Niama Omoka Emma NDC for Emma Ghana for their ways on Galamsey ni bia say all say ye bo biate
so embarrassing no
ye bo bia the oka
but they don't have conscience
so they have been trapped by their ways and na Nyankopon ene Ghana for nyina hwe omo me de onwa ama Ghana for ye judge me nya judge
okay
Emma this for oh yeah ba a campaign MP for more year you say many nana B on the national organizer can say or can say MPP aspirants, presidential aspirants, at least they should be mentioning the ills of this government. 9 months in government, their major things are Eddie NDC bar power no. Ghana for a whole, they've not been able to tackle those things. They've dodged those things. Their concentration is to harass and arrest. 25 economy. When you say a major, the almost you know 133 one job, three
people. Yes.
24 economy 9 months no. Apart from the almost say Oman Lanchi Bibi no, what is the maintenance a back is a met my 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy, I can say, first of all, if you say industry, never group of industry to provide the jobs for you to get the 133, you know, you reliable electricity, cheap cost, ni BBR. And no need the bar say, oh, person year founder any well done, no, member Juma, Evia, Koda, na you are back. Say, we are no, buy at this material moment, no. They've increased in 9 months electricity 1 point something out there. It's almost 20%.
Yes.
Total increment cumulatively within 8 months. Omo buy galam say omo say send okay no omo bovo. It was a major thing. Demonstrations, labor unions, any BBI buy say eno nem boy mo NDC winning power. Galam say kosi say. Say galam say is west. Central region for say they will bear testimony or more testimony and then people at least they were getting water to drink. Say Konyako has been shut down. So I leave them to for Ghanaians to judge.
LGBTQ was also
the last one. No. LGBT Peter Ochurch for Catholic. All they may say they were Galam say. There was this, your friend saying, this bishop and the church. You did PowerPoint presentation. What present you? Ajin Asare. Or Archbishop and not Bishop.
Is your my elected Archbishop?
Moses for money now.
Elected by who? Oh, sir, me pastor. Only me person me for
Moses for money.
Omo ye call presentation on Galamsey ni nema. Omo na omaja. PowerPoint presentation by pastors in their churches. So Santa mo can be bia. Every before my explanation be obi
oh, Charlie.
Because of the behavior of these people. LGBT. Sam George ni Minia Penny, the Honorable Speaker of Parliament. Almost say Agufado, they many more on signing. No, person. Say no, okay, I'm call a friend saying, I said North. Almost say, almost the year campaigns are the winning seat. LGBT almost buy a 9 months in a what to say, Obia Bonho, Obia can once. Say pastors in me men you know Obia can once at then. And then say LGBT I am a Ghana na.
They said they omejai.
I am a Ghana.
Is that Oma practicing the
job? But saying I dare the law we almost say ya pastor
we practicing omeja.
You need 9 months to law way. Someone say you know because President Akufo-Addo unsigning. Now omoba bemo say omo omo ye bill no dey buy. This bill this thing in the parliament said this one is already done. If you are even bringing a new bill on this matter, you don't change much. And with this majority in parliament, they can use 1 week, one day to pass the bill. Why are they not doing it? Speaker no say never in my say so a speaker or say never in his lifetime a LGBT be happy and that law must be passed. That was his will. It must be passed. It's 9 months in a one.
See, Mama practice LGBT.
Ghana for me say Ghana for one made Monday and this based on these issues.
As the President Mama spoke truth to power. Truth to power. Confident. LGBT and Kasa catch on you and all say who became. Yes. I know the in fact. He's not even bold enough because under this US president, or no LGBT no anchor, or no anchor on the he's anti-LGBT. Yes, anchor support too. But you are even that, you are not bold to do it.
And they said enough will be for geese.
So let me that brings me back to MPP. Say never way na presidential aspirants. I don't see them bringing out these issues even in their campaign, even though it is just primaries. But people are looking at national issues. Mobile power on now we any national issues because obiso oba or no we providing jobs or companies be brave. We providing jobs or bar or no na fata say MPP presidential yamano because he knows how to create the jobs. And yes, I know I've been no more can. And I maybe say, oh, Ghana. Until Rollins there, at least Rollins there, 11 months 40, a 2 nebeji power by force. Rollins already 2 no banner, no, the factory be our Ghana. he ruled this country for 11 years, and a man of power. He came a man of power for 8 more years. 19. Yeah, Rollins all by only factory. No, are we saying say Rollins did not create any job in this country? Rollins free so whenever by John Ajekun Kufo Obano. How many factories did he have?
No, a block factory be
almost break. In fact, that was one of the campaign issues I
almost collapsing.
Even break factory I so on. MPP for they say yeah. But MPP delegates and MPP for say or no nefata. I said the man. Did he when he came 8 years? Yeah, MPP Kufo and creative jobs for Ghana now.
Creative.
Professor Tamils, no child there were
University of Ghana.
University of Ghana. You are head of IRS. All Bano. Now factories are here no. One we need power.
Teacher in India.
One created jobs. Are we saying that these people did not create jobs?
They created. Why not?
Now do Danko Akufado. Factories are here now. Jobs are here now created. Akufado by 8 good years in a record. Are we saying Akufado did not create jobs now? And about many Penny John Dramani Mahama. Say be your time first obey vice president. Now obey MP, obey any baby and all. No Japan embassy. Public relations or baby. And obey baby at least Ghana for ye na dom na obey president. That factories are in all. I'm saying all this to say it doesn't. If you are a private sector businessman, it doesn't necessarily mean say ube president ube create jobs. And now one create jobs as a private person a year ube year president won't create jobs. So when people say Obina or no now he knows how to create the jobs. There's also a difference between a private sector job creation, private and then government job creation. Well, what Peter.
I would do for Peter. I would do Peter. I would do for was it Kese or from
Momo Motila.
Me too, cry the same place.
More private sector no job creation no autocratic.
Remember, I Wednesday no.
Yes.
Many the Ruko baby.
Yes.
Tonight glass view. Timmy my hand and who said TBH, send me meet you. Michelle, Tiana, the catcher that will say, Koku, me put him whom it is saying. Now, put Castle for handball. I said, Bow! You are school president and not horrible. I told you where Michelle said this point. I was the Mipan and Mitias, dear, and the cook who on full miracle can we say, how will you feel? Eh? Poka, and one child of bear why? Who and I'm a job that I me read.
Job creation, yeah. No, be away, Biano. Now, private, there's a difference between creating jobs in private sector and creating jobs in government.
Yes,
there's vast difference. Well, say the use with and now Peter here is say if you have your private business, you are autocratic. Oh, now determine BBR. Even the salary level, almost only panel 500. But when you come to the government sector,
the
bureaucracy, any even laws so no govern employment, labor unions in the now. Oh man, you cannot give that kind of salary to the person. Oh man, demonstration be yatia or no. Until we make creative jobs, private sector no. And I've said something. There are a lot of millionaires creating jobs in this country. Millionaires are created by procurement. When you Ghana millionaires be break
procurement millionaires.
And no chance you will be able to get the money to do what? Because job creation any abamo is different from job creation in private sector. OGD say Obi every year be abama me $100 million contract. Peter. Me profit will mean to me create jobs MLB. Me private newspaper. I have about 8 workers. Let's say between 6 and 8 workers. Me more exact figures so now
David.
I've created jobs even in the private sector.
Now just for what they saying.
No yeah pa.
At the moment fact in the manner. Because so far there's a Ghana.
In fact, he's the biggest
employer, private
employer sector.
The normal president in Ghana. And that will be
because Marty said, sometimes with the people are saying that they've created jobs. Marty figures like 7,000, 8,000, and then the amount say private sector. Me, Peter, if you want to talk, I do not see any private. If I'm lying, Unilever cry. Are you sure Omu workers do 7,000?
Unilever, Menyasio. MTN from workers in Ghana. Around
7,000 jobs in this country.
GCB
banks.
GCB factories. We are talking about employment.
Yes.
So you have
Telecel, you're around 500.
Telecel, the whole Ghana. And
really, so I created 7,000 jobs, and I'll be asking myself. 7,000 jobs in the in these which areas? First of all, even if you have 14 companies, 14, 1, 2, 3, 14, you must be, each company must employ 500 workers. Each company. So sometimes we need to subject these people who are saying they are creating jobs for Ghanaians, the numbers they are churning out, subject them to strict proof. If that's the basis, say, I'm to about Mobi, because the person even private are creating more. Me, if I were given contracts every year, 100 million Ghana cedis for 4 years, would you say I will get profit at least maybe 40 million Ghana cedis?
How do you wrap up in time?
40 million Ghana cedis. Peter, me why business ideas we bring.
And so
so what all I want to say is creation of job is about in Abayamu is different from creating of jobs in private sector. And I've given example of all the presidents of Maba. They were not the so-called jobs in Oman created, and yet they came into government created jobs. It's about somebody with the mental capacity to tolerate people, because you have bureaucratic systems in Abai.
Of course.
And have somebody have the mental fortitude and to be able to withstand all these pressures, to govern and create the jobs. So it is not just about be a private sector nor creating jobs, and therefore the person should automatically be elected to create jobs in government. The two are different.
Okay, me that's it. Will be as a DB about say a friend Riverson upon CEO Kumak with the bay Kumak as a day or say fuel prices. We will write to the finance minister to ask why electricity prices are rising when the D-levy was introduced to prevent such hikes, and Ghanaians accepted it. It will be the other bad. Papa back also decided about say, Orabum was say, yeah, so called the Yamiasi, or Thanksgiving service. Na, okay, say a year helicopter could be free. Stories be bad, but they be more were scheduled to be on board that flight, and na be been tormented me uncle, and the more than a man said, well, my uncle, intino. Say black astopo local deportation. It could be say be no or preventive be like be a better US assassin so into the Fatanya Miasi. Why? And now what's I had to say Scalon so no side the mouth more hollow out the mom. Made a mea come a bay pass on big. Asare-Bediako. See, Mia. Check. Me say, I can buy you a baby.
Only Bosamu did use a very long.
Now, me Bosala must make a home. Me say, I can buy you a pass on. You see, I'm telling you, and the member hold march, me. That me. Oh no. I can buy you to Kako be demanding. They will have to write a letter to me. And they have to write a letter to me. Say, me first. Almost letter them brand me. Number Bosamu say, yeah, me cut your hand back for. Me yes. Hey, because me too can be. Na papa ayiba ku be ne koye ne bag ba ku bi hwe bag ne hu hia ne che bibia wo ye bia no twe bag resi ne nche wo ye ba no twe bag resi nche fu ba de ko mu se dokono ya koye no e no koye no o kind of dokono 25 balls ai mi ya bo di ache odim no
utu kwanya
asisi mi o trash to ni eyi dokono asem
ai da bo de ko no wa no
utu kwanya ho adia eya ni aduane aduane be mama ora hosisi aduane betimi ama ora ho no afifie na unya aduane papa ni na wo hwe aduane bia wudi na to opa na say me ogana kan pe ma hwe wache awi fufuo
me special me di bibia oh me di bibia all right aka 10 minutes just 5 minutes
mama I was here dey ni in the coming weeks school placement no Charlie the issues baby abapa o
yes obi akotogo no kwa
me Wednesday no
yes the issues me say nipa no ton say ukita 17,000 paying crying Charlie, the stories the people are narrating no
not hall me dem akọ
say bitimi da na to sa na de achi yes
oh yes
mesre wadaroma aban yefu ya no tum ni en call on all the agencies na aban hwe sa de ni yie pa
the time me beside me who TikTok and now say school placement are so serious say I don't know I didn't say ya post say be no mark Togo
I said international
school no Togo and Ghana
obi on cry you posting about no say uncle Oboase day yes you see the government is pushing more of the days and be omboka kana ompeso bebo what you say because uko body na ehun ka do
feed no
doso etino or ye more of the day no than the body
now the fifia na aba now what rent dine
fifia aba no rent dine we fifia aba mesre mo mama yem mesre me parliament me minority education committee no mesre omuma o madwene nko ho kakra na fi quickly as possible indika em say nim say in team for ana
19 year
ranking ye dutum
okay
yes sure
second go for and the daughter was ya said dutum second go for
mesre senior for ni ko na hwe
yes, you live by the whole world, almost 128,000 workers. The whole world.
Okay. Ghana and America.
And so to put my
countries.
School placement is very important. Na mumpushi pa na do sabia na parents no. I so frustrated. And Colano so now we are gonna attack at them. We're not are you for no? Hey, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know
Peter, you wrap up your
some dormitory miss no more year school no more tete or textbooks in your dormitory and also videos now. And it's not a good thing.
Oh, my check Unilever there no. Will be the last of Mocheki and Ghana as at April. Now Unilever staff no 473.
473.
Yes, less than 500.
So which is the biggest company in Ghana?
Me see Telecel. Less than 500.
MTN. And now be
less than 500. You see, Omufa, friend say freelancers no more.
Yes.
Freelancers now they pay you on commission.
Yes.
If you want to know, work out. A lot of the people must cheap promotions near them. Staff of the people of the company. Freelancers. You know, cheap no say ya. Near my commission say. Cheap no say near my commission say.
We have to verify. To verify workers. Be I be no more so mama.
Peter, yanko.
No, there are something you know.
We on person make up baby. I make no godo.
Meba MTN Ghana. As at last year, 1,500.
Can you see? The biggest way.
Yes,
biggest,
1,500. Yeah. As at last year.
I am saying that if you are
okay, but that be yeah. Disparity be one, but almost say they do it now 3,400, but above from
MTN. They are.
And I just say they have a lot of freelancers.
Yes,
they have a lot of freelancers. Freelancers no, staff. they pay them on commission. Oton womu data bundle, oton womu net, oton womu furniture na ya mau commission wo to your staff. But the staff na kasa. That's about the thing. Vodafone Airtel Tigo, the same number. Yeah.
Okay. Ghana commercial.
Me read it because I've not mentioned the person also or provided jobs over 7.
So more be adding.
Yes, but if you want to read the story,
maybe Mama can read it.
Me Debbie saying
GCB.
And then I'm for the social media.
GCB Bank. Over, don't worry. The GCB Bank is me checking
the largest bank in Ghana.
2,316.
That's the largest bank in Ghana.
As posted on December 2024. After class na ye hunto ye kwa.
Oh, me say, obe say. Maybe I may buy headline keke. I have biggest cold store in Africa. I pay 7,000 workers monthly.
Direct. He pays them directly.
If you are one company, if you are a number of companies.
No, I know. It's a number of companies, but the biggest one in the cold store. Baby, I'll be say a tongue.
MPP. Mesa, I repeat you say, I have discipline. I'm saying, honorable crab discipline. I have no problem when member of parliament because may and also Dr. Duchum, Dr. Baumia, Kene Ohine Japan or engineer, Kwabnaji Japan, because the members of parliament, they will not be about to they are not directly elections or constituency hall, but we are constituency chairman. Regional chairman, national executive, and now regional constituency executive there. Stay away from endorsement. You see, it's so simple. Very unnecessary. What do I say? Oh yeah, regional chairman. Now aspirant to be a baho. Obi invite you. Kotna odin. Now they omekana some no mekana we neko. And now karuba kasa kra. Unity na obeka. Yes, but regional chairman, regional executive, constituency chairman, and also constituency officer be. Now, aspirant to be about no one microphone. Now, we endorse here. Now, pe party ni ye. In fact, person party ni ye to abani we are and kabomu beba. Because him, agora mudino, eye cow, and eye nibre. Na show mu rounds the risk involved. Accident a bit my back. Baby, da. Ni me bit my toe. At this time, there's so much to have 4 million development fee.
Hey, and then Martin said, "No, Biane,
and they want to any better disqualify." And
sure,
it's a part of the guidelines of the two
engineers.
Sure,
engineer Bahanmo,
before guidelines, no, before Uber
Thursday.
But that thing was there before.
It was part of the rules and guidelines of the Maomun. Yes, say we went to development fee. It's a mushaya. But sad decision on one why? And the good I say, you see, society is governed by rules and regulations. But maybe then say it's a part of the say on the election day, no, you best spend if I said 20 million Ghana cedis. More part the money fundraising towards that. Because National Council, I'm taking a decision on it.
If there's a form to the cry, NDC time,
they didn't even go for the form. Even though
there's a special reason they put some of these figures.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
To me, I feel that. To be a flag bearer of the party, you must be resourceful to that.
You must be able to raise money.
Be resourceful to that. So there's a whole lot of.
Oh, what point?
But
the bottom line is that before I go far form, we fail out there.
I say never permission.
Yes.
Never.
And I will do two now the coin. Into one farm,
you should be disqualified.
And you free. Neoma Oma prepared who are resourceful, who are a pesca boa party no akoye no munko.
At least you should follow. We have a lot of even the dead candidates say millionaires won. You should follow some of them. If you anybody who cannot pay, follow some of them.
Go ahead, that's